here on YouTube. Just go to the sportsocracy.com, click that live video link, subscribe to the channel, and that way you can join us in the chat today. Top 100, almost. Continuing here in the Sportsocracy, we'll talk defensive players that did not make the NFL Top 100. Also, Jeremy will give you all of the lowdown on all of the players that he hates for this upcoming season because he didn't put them in the top 100, so that's clearly what that means.
Just because I didn't put you in the top 100 does not mean I hate you.
Fire it away on the old social media. Let the hate and the slander begin. It is a Friday. Hopefully everybody is ready and raring for a fun weekend this weekend. You got any big plans there, Jeremy?
I'm actually speaking at a camp tomorrow.
Oh, nice. What kind of camp?
It is it's a media, a bunch of kids that want to get into sports media, and somehow I was the best they could find to speak at it. I think they probably they went through a few choices before they got to me if I were a betting man.
Mm-hmm. I mean, is this a free camp? Did they charge any kind of admission? Because I don't know if they're going to get their money's worth that day unless you put your foot on top of a refrigerator or something. You got to have a trick for the kids. You got to grab their attention right off the bat. What's your go-to? What's your icebreaker for your camp speech? I have to know.
Oh, I mean, if I were a betting man, I would say I'm probably going to do the Glengarry, Glenn Ross or something like that. Just look to your left, look to your right. One of those people will not be here by the end of the day.
This watch costs more than your bike. Grow up. Are these like little kids or?
Yeah, I think they had to be 15. I think it's 15 to 18. We're not bringing out the 7-year-olds going, let's let Uncle Alkie here tell you exactly how to do what he does.
Good. All right. Well, there's that then. So you could tell all of the teenagers to do something else.
Oh, no, you should want to do this job. You should just want to do it completely differently than I do, which is a great segue into today, 4 o'clock. We're going to tell you we're headed quarter one of the 2026 Ingles Living the Dream Tour.
It's coming up before you know it. We'll be gone in 2 weeks to Canton, Ohio for the Hall of Fame game August 6th. Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. We'll get to see Carly Ursay induct Adam Vinatieri into the Hall of Fame. Was that an interesting choice for you? Because when I saw that headline, I went, okay, I suppose. I think you'd be able to get, I don't know, anybody. Maybe somebody entertaining. I don't know.
I find that to be a very strange choice, yes.
Okay. All right. It's
a guy that played with Pat McAfee, Peyton Manning.
Right.
You had a bunch of people that would make significantly more sense. You also played with Bill Belichick. You played under Brady. Bob Kraft, Tom Brady. Mm-hmm. I mean, Adam Vinatieri had a laundry list of opportunities.
Mm-hmm. That's the bad part, though. That's also one thing you have to consider, though, I think, is if you're going into the Hall of Fame, do you want to bring somebody to the podium more interesting than you are? And as a kicker, I mean, everybody's sexier than you are, right? In the eyes of the media, the owners, certainly, the quarterbacks. Like, this is my time. I was always known as the guy who just came in and cleaned up your mess, basically. I don't know that I don't know. Maybe this was the smart choice. Just makes me think. If I was being inducted into the Hall of Fame for something, what boring person from my life would I put out there? I'm gonna let Jeremy sit in the crowd, and I'm gonna put, like, I don't know, Mark Starling up there.
Ooh.
He'll never outshine me.
Oh, I got news for you. Oh, no, I got news for you. If you ever get inducted into a Hall of Fame and I'm not the one that inducts you, I am going to show my whole keister. I'll be in the front row heckling Mark.
Maybe that's the best scenario.
Where's your hat, News Gnome?
I don't think we're going to have to worry about that, though. And I don't see myself destined for any halls of fame anytime soon. Hopefully, you can be a Hall of Famer in your own mind, as we all know Jeremy is.
I'm 100% a Hall of Famer in my own mind, in several different Hall of Fames.
Have we almost escaped the day without any major issues coming out of the NFL training camp?
It appears that way. Now I'm stuck on who would I have induct me into a Hall of Fame. I want it to be somebody that makes no sense. Like, they get the request and they go, why? Like, Steph Curry's the first one that came to my mind. Hey, you remember that game that you don't remember at all, but I remember in finite detail? Could you induct me into this Hall of Fame? That would be awesome.
Yeah. So that's good news. We did have a little bit of basketball news today. Were you shocked at all to see that LeBron James is going to Philly?
No, because I said it about a half dozen times.
But are you shocked that he's going for $8 million?
No, because no one has any money left. LeBron, buddy, do you want to play? Because if you do, you've waited so long, nobody has any cash. So you can play for an exception or you cannot play. Your call. I don't really care either way. Now, here's what I will say. Eastern Conference, take luck. That's my first thought. My second thought is that basketball in Philadelphia is going to be pulled in more directions than a kid in a freshly divorced household at Christmas. It will be the first time in NBA history that players are stealing the ball from players on their own team.
I don't think you have to worry about that because James Harden doesn't play defense. Oh, wait, that was Cleveland that we were talking about, him going there. That Philadelphia roster is insane now, though.
It's pretty significant. Now, I'm going to tell you, they ain't going to play a whole lot of defense, but you're going to be able to score about $120 a night on them. But
they have they have a point guard who averages damn near 30 points a game in Tyrese Maxey. They have Jaylen Brown now, who wasn't he like second or third in the MVP voting this past year?
Yes.
They have Joel Embiid, former MVP. They have VJ Edgecombe, who was the number 3 pick in the draft last year. And now you add one of the 2 greatest players of all time.
If you take the starting 5 now of the Philadelphia 76ers, the only one that did not play at All-Star Weekend last year was Joel Embiid because he played about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, and now I don't care. Oh, bother. What will we do without Joel Embiid? I don't know. Run the offense through the other 3 guys. Oh, but we don't have any size. I don't care. I really don't care.
I feel like you could find some somewhere. Don't know what with what money, because this is probably the last 4 farthings they had to rub together for this year.
Stubby Nubby said that Christmas thing I said just sounds like extra presents. It sounds that way until you do it. Yeah. I mean it's fun until it's not.
Right.
No, Tammy, you're not my mom. I didn't say that. It
sounds like you're speaking from experience.
I was about to say, I'm not saying that from experience, but I did have a whole lot of friends that went through it.
I was about to say. Yeah. Anyway, that was the big news out of the NBA today. LeBron James doing basically what I thought he would do. Was what at this point does it matter? I'm chasing a ring. That's all I care about. And who cares about the money? Because I already have more than I need. $8 million for LeBron James, the Philadelphia 76ers, definitely putting the fear of God into everybody in the Eastern Conference, including the defending champion New York Knicks. Now, I've also thought about this, though. What happens if they don't win it?
Oh,
this is an indictment, right?
No doubt.
This is the thing everybody's going to go back to. Oh, you remember LeBron spent his last 2 years in the league with a team that just couldn't lose on paper. But guess what happened?
They lost.
They lose, and that could not be good. But for right now, it's celebration time in Philadelphia.
By the way,
you got a roster that looks like it can't be beat.
Did you see the announcement where they said "Welcome home, LeBron," and they had him right at the foot of the Rocky statue?
Home?
I'm glad you did what I just. You did the same thing I did. Because he basically flipped from L.A. to Cleveland to Miami, and then it's just, welcome home, LeBron. This is not. A, how many homes do you have? You got more homes than I do, and I've been a nomad for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I don't think you can call this one home.
Well, it's your home now. So come on home for 2 years.
This is the same way that Boca Raton is home for Aunt Myrtle and Uncle Jerry. Right there at the end when you're staring down the green on the 18th fairway. Okay. I guess that's home for a minute. It's,
right.
And then, once that old taparoo happens, and
there it goes.
A little taparoo.
Yep.
Red C said heresy. We're talking NBA on Football Friday. You're not wrong. It was the biggest story of the day. We did have to talk about it,
right?
Whether we wanted to or not. And frankly, I think we made more jokes than we did anything.
Oh goodness. So yeah, we can finally put that to bed now, and we no longer have the question hanging out there and have to hear about it every day on every sportscast that plays. It is a Football Friday because that's what we're here for. That's what we love. It seems like every good natured red-blooded American male that I've spoken to in the last week, one of the first things out of their mouths to me was, "It's only a week away. We only have another week left." We are so ready for football to begin. Do we have? Did we drop off on the college previews?
Well, we're still figuring out the whole scheduling of 2 hours, because we've been scheduling 2 hours like we used to schedule 3.
That is true.
Then we get to the Greenville show, and it's like, we have 2 hours of callers. We didn't get to any of those things that we were going to do.
Remember that stuff. Right.
And then occasionally Tank, we have a frog strangler outside, and then Tank just disappears, and I get to do the last 40 minutes by myself.
Yeah, that yesterday was hell.
Yesterday was brutal. My way home, it took me 40 minutes to get home from here last night in a truck that could just run through anything.
Yep.
You know what it can't run through? 7,000 cars stacked up in front of you.
Mm-hmm. It came a hellacious storm yesterday afternoon, and it was a flashback because it got that rough down here in South Asheville. It got blinding rain, just hammer thunder. I had not seen the wind whip like that in a good while, and gave me a little bit of jitters. Honestly, still does every time. But hopefully, today's forecast will be nicer to us, and my internet will not completely die here at the Clarissa Sells WBNC.com home studio. All right, so ready to talk about some players that did not make the top 100?
We could do that. We need to take a commercial break. Defense is a little more condensed than offense was because there's not as many positions. You've only got edge rusher, defensive tackle, linebacker, corner, and safety. There are not – I'll be honest with you, I think defense was way more clear-cut. There are some players that made the list on my side that I don't think the average fan – I think the average fan is going to be surprised. There's a safety that I promise – and he's going to be higher than you think, too. That people will go, how did he make it and another one didn't? Watch the film. Because he's a dude, and the other one is slowing down precipitously. But we can talk about that right after the commercial break.
All right, you are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville, heard everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. When we come back, we'll talk about the first batch of the defensive players that did not make this year's Sportsocracy Top 100.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Not terrible as the heaviest of the rainfall now passing us off to the east and south and dissipating as we get into the afternoon. We still do have a chance of seeing some late-day showers and thunderstorms scattered around, maybe a couple before then, but a better chance toward dinner time and your Friday evening out. 75. Tonight, a few showers, thunder showers, 65. And tomorrow, in the mid to late afternoon hours, some isolated showers and thunderstorms. Partly sunny, otherwise 80. Maybe a hit-or-miss storm Sunday, 85. From the Weather Channel, Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
I scream. You scream. We all scream. Because Wendy's famous small classic Frosty is just $1 for a limited time. More screaming, happy screaming, summer screaming, dollar small classic Frosty screaming! But please don't scream in the drive-thru. It hurts the employees' ears. Get a $1 small classic Frosty for a limited time, only at Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. A la carte only, not valid for delivery. Limit 10 per transaction. Price may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
The greatest shopping event of the summer is here. Macy's Black Friday and July sale is back, where you'll find 40 to 60% savings on all the hottest summer fashion and more. Don't wait. Get first dibs on everything you love about Black Friday shopping, from unbeatable sales across the store to curated styles for the season at lower than low prices. Head to Macy's now for a fun-filled holiday shopping adventure smack dab in the middle of summer. It's the can't miss sale of the month. Black Friday and July at Macy's. Savings off select prices. Exclusions apply.
Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and most of all, being known, loved, and protected. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393.
I'm Tarika Foster Brasby. What's up, y'all? I'm your girl, Cheryl Swoops. And it's WNBA All-Star season. The best players in the world are on the floor. And on our podcast, Levels to This, we've got something to say about every single one of them. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Levels to This with Cheryl Swoops and Tarika Foster Brasby, and listen now.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. That's check. Enter it now.
Sure. You know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions. Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at ClarissaSellsWNC.com.
The Sportsocracy.
It is ESPN Asheville. We are the Sportsocracy. Follow us everywhere on the social medias. Have as much fun with the comment section as we do. It was a awoken to a bunch of really angry Buffalo Bills fans this morning.
Yeah, they don't like you.
Jeremy talking about Josh Allen.
I think they were aiming it at you.
Oh, I don't believe so.
Nah,
I believe those comments were aimed at Vu.
That's fun. It's fun. Hey, Josh, great player. Hey, stop turning it over 4 times in a playoff game. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Josh is not the reason. Yeah, your defense sucks. I'm aware. That's actually what I was saying.
We know that.
Yeah, I'm well
aware.
We
weren't talking about the defense.
Yeah.
We were talking about your quarterback.
Yeah, I'm well aware. What I was saying is that your quarterback plays like Crash Bandicoot, and over the course of playoff games, by the end of one in the cold, he's worn down like a pencil of a kid that wasn't real bright. And that leads to turnovers, and that leads to sad Panda walking off the field.
Yeah. Top 100 players for the 2026 NFL season. We are not to the list yet. We'll start revealing the list next week, but let's talk about some of the names that did not make it into the top 100. Safeties first.
I think the name that's going to catch people the most off guard that didn't make the list for me is Budda Baker. He would have been in the very short list of just missed the list. Safety's way deeper now than I remember it ever being before.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many good safeties in this league. And look, Budda's a great player. He did not have a great year last year, and I think that had a lot to do with the defense around him wasn't all that great. And you do run into some of those. If this kid played for the New England Patriots, he'd probably be in the top 75.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't. And so sometimes, especially the further away from the ball you get, it's harder to tell how good a player is when he doesn't have great talent around him. I thought Budda took a significant step back last year, and he just didn't quite make the list for me.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, he's a guy that has had a hell of an illustrious career. Is he getting to the point where things are where he's not going to be that guy anymore?
I mean, look, last year was the worst season I think he's had in his career. Do I think he's fallen off a cliff? No, I don't. How old do you think Budda Baker is right now? This actually surprised me when I pulled this earlier.
31.
He's actually not even 31. He's only 30. This is his 10th season in the league, and he's not even 31 years old yet.
Mm-hmm. He's got to be close, though.
6 months.
Really?
I believe his birthday's in like February or something like that.
Okay. All right.
January 10th.
January 10th. All right. Well, look at that. I mean, he's still a hell of a player, just outside of the top 100 overall this year, and just outside of the top. How many safeties made the top 100?
9.
Okay, so he's like 10.
He would have been 10A. There is a 10B, and I could make an argument that there's a 10C.
Okay, give me B.
Jalen Petrie. I'm not going to give away the name that made the list, but I will tell you he's on the same team.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Petrie is one of my favorite players in this league. I just don't actually know what position he plays. And he was phenomenal last year, just playing all over the place. The problem is that it was hard for me to put him in at safety when he's basically a nickel corner. I mean, he played 75% of his snaps out of the slot last year. And you asked me how many safeties made the list? It was 9. 13 corners made the list. And I'm not putting Jalen Petrie in the top 13 of that list. I'm just not.
Right. Okay. All right. The C?
The C is the one that was the hardest for me to leave off because I was trying not to be overreactionary. I also didn't want anybody to say, oh, he's just doing it. It's Xavier Watts. If I was being honest, I think Xavier Watts is already in the top 100. I think it just being his second year in the league, I may have been putting the cart a little before the horse, so I pulled him out. But I mean, he had 5 picks last year, and he's still really figuring out how to play the position. You remember how much I loved him coming into the draft last year.
Yes.
He did not disappoint. I actually thought about putting him in and taking Jesse Bates out way more than you would want to think I did.
Okay.
Jesse Bates still is, to me, a superior player at this point. The problem is he's slowing down as he's getting older. And I think if I was being 100% honest of which one would I rather have for 2026, it's probably Watts. But I had to give Bates a little bit of a tip of the cap to a long, quite good career.
Yes. Okay. All right. So it sounds more like Xavier is your A.
He's the one that was the hardest for me to leave off. Because I love him, and you know that.
Right. All right, and then
this one surprised me a little bit that he made it into because I like him, but I was a little surprised that he was as high up this list. It's Kobe Bryant of the Chicago Bears. I do really like safeties with corner skills, and he has that. And I swear to you, people will tell me I'm wrong on this, and that's fine because they really like Eamon Worry, and there's a lot to like with that Seattle defense. I think they're going to miss Kobe Bryant more than you think.
Okay. I mean, it certainly hurts when you lose a good player, whether or not you have good players left on your team or not. The question is, what did you replace him with?
Well, I mean, you know how the Seattle Seahawks work. They've worked this way through, it feels like 50 coaches working with the defense. It's just never really mattered. They have find a way to put secondary players on this defense. I just think Kobe Bryant added an element that is going to be really hard to replace with Rodney Thomas or whatever combination that they put back there. And he really makes me feel good about the Bears' back half. You know, I thought one of the most overrated things that anybody said in the year of 2025 was the step forward the Bears' defense took. Step forward from what? I mean, I get that it was terrible, and they forced a gajillion turnovers. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean they were good. The defense itself was not good. And now you add Kobe Bryant to Dylan Thieneman, that safety room got exponentially better.
So when you say they were still not good, I mean, are you basing this on like how many yards they gave up?
No, I'm basing this on watch it. I'm basing this on watch them. The defense had the same kind of predilection that Caleb did of for 3 quarters, I'm going to look like complete dog water. And then in the 4th quarter, by God, I'm going to show up and all of a sudden look formidable. I mean, the Chicago Bears gave up the 4th most yards in the NFL last year. Mm-hmm. I mean, I hate to tell you this. There are not many good defenses that have ever done that. I mean, just look who was around them. The Commanders, the Bengals, the Cowboys, the Giants, the Cardinals, and the Jets. Huh? And yet I heard all of these people say, look at this step forward the Bears took. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's easy to look like you take a step forward when you end so many drives with the ball.
Also, when you're coming off Matt Eberflus.
Was it 20-something turnovers that they had last year? Fumbles and interceptions combined was like 28 or something crazy like that.
They forced 33. They had 33 takeaways, and they only gave the ball away 11 times.
There you go.
They had a plus 22 turnover differential last year.
Oh.
There's only 4 other teams in the NFL that had a double-digit turnover differential. And those teams were the Texans, the Jaguars, the Steelers, and the Rams.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There is a problem with doing that because half the time those things are pretty lucky. How many times you get a ball bounce off somebody's helmet or a pass get batted down at the line or batted up at the line, and you get one of those just kind of gimme interception balls. Not saying there weren't great players making great plays on this team yet last year, but I mean, you think Nashawn Wright's going to have that kind of year for you for your Jets this year?
No,
where he has 5 interceptions.
No, I don't.
Right. But maybe he can help your team learn how to catch the ball, though.
I mean, he certainly couldn't hurt. When you bring in a player that had 5 picks and had a touchdown last year, he did more by himself than the New York Jets' entire defense did. But turnovers are so cyclical. And you cannot count on that year over year.
You got any more honorable mentions for us as far as the safety position goes?
No, that was really the end of it for safety, but we do have our first Super Chat of the day.
Give me that money. Give me that money. Give me that money. Give me that money.
It's from Red Sea. He said, Jeremy, I'd like you to point to me who had a good year on our team last year, not named Trey McBride. You have a great point there, sir. I would argue, too, would probably be Jacoby Brissett, which tells you every single thing you need to know. Michael Wilson would be in the top 3.
Pay that man his money.
Pay that man his money.
Do it.
Or, and hear me out, don't do that.
You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Not top 100 continues on the defensive side of the ball when we come back right after this. ESPN Asheville.
Hit the gas on your summer with bonus bucks. Imagine $1,000 and free gas in your tank.
Yeah, it's going to take every penny to fill up my RV.
The winning happens every weekday.
Summertime is here, and it's time to turn your backyard into the ultimate playground. And Outdoor Living and More at the Tanger Outlets can help you do it. Hot tubs and spas, grills and smokers, patio furniture, and all the accessories to go along with it. Outdoor Living and More at the Tanger Outlets. Check them out online at outdoorliving.fun.
When power goes out and cell networks fail, AM radio can be a lifeline with local news, weather, and emergency information. But time is running out. AM radio could disappear from new cars unless Congress acts. Please text the 2 letters AM to 39179 and tell Congress to vote yes on the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act. Text the letters AM to 39179. Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop. This message furnished by the station.
Dan Scott here, inviting you to check out my new show every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. here on ESPN Asheville, where we bring sports and faith together. The Dan Scott Show, 8 a.m. Sundays on ESPN Asheville.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
When you see this in your kitchen,
the stainless steel fridge is covered in fingerprints.
You hear this.
Leslie, people are going to think you were raised in a barn or by wolves. Or raised in a barn by wolves.
Fortunately, Wyman Stainless Steel 3-in-1 cleans, shines, and protects to give you the best shine. A spray and a wipe will have your fridge shining like a mirror.
Wow, my fridge looks brand new. Your fridge looks amazing, Leslie. Sorry, I was being a little dramatic earlier.
Your kitchen says a lot about you. Let it brag with Wyman.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingalls is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingalls and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
Ever since they started clearing yards after Helene, the Chainsaw Brothers stay committed to helping rebuild Western North Carolina.
Whether you have a dead tree dangling somewhere dangerous, or you need to clear years of overgrowth, tree trimming, or tree removal, we can get the job done.
It's fully insured and licensed work from local professionals you can trust.
Residential or commercial jobs, we got the tools and the crew.
Call the Chainsaw Brothers today at 316-1013. That's 316-1013.
Follow us on Facebook to see how we treat our family. And check us out at chainsawbrother.com.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
The Sportsocracy.
We're back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Heard everywhere on the iHeart Radio app. Follow us everywhere on the socials. Look for all of our anger-inducing reels. Cece and Megan doing a hell of a job just keeping the internet stirred up for us.
I do think they're doing it on purpose. Hey, this'll chap somebody's hide. Let's do that.
Yeah. Jeremy, hard to believe that a Heisman finalist would not be on an NFL team at this point in the season. But man. Is it true what I'm reading about he was wearing like boosters in his shoes or something, and that's why they got mad?
I wouldn't be shocked if he went full Mickey from Seinfeld of you're lifting. Kills your career.
Diego Pavia getting cut loose by the Ravens. And it's been some of the best just parody content on the interwebs.
Oh, if you haven't seen the one that we'll have to post that on the socials. Gary Birch made one where the Raven was holding up his hand saying you must be this tall to ride.
Oh, he did. Okay, I never saw that one.
Yeah, it's he also made Diego Pavia look like a member of the Lollipop Guild for some reason. That was a really nice touch.
He follows instructions well. We appreciate that.
Gary's a real MVP.
Yes, indeed. We are talking about the not top 100 defensive players for 2026 in the NFL. How about linebackers, Jeremy?
There were a handful that I really liked that they didn't quite make the list. I'm not going to do these in order, but I am going to start with the one that got the closest. Nick Bolton's the one that got the closest.
Okay.
It just got to a point. I already had 9. And when I got to Bolton, I've always really liked him.
He's a great player.
But is he a top 10 linebacker in the league?
How do you define that? Is it somebody that has a whole boatload of tackles and is good in coverage, or is it somebody that's rushes a passer really well, but maybe necessarily doesn't do coverage all that well? How do you define what a good or I guess in this case, great tiered linebacker is these days?
All right, so let me ask you a question. Nick Bolton was a really, really good box linebacker. Downhill, first couple downs. Was he better than Bobby Wagner? He wasn't the liability in coverage that Bobby Wagner was, but was he as good doing what he does well as Bobby Wagner?
I would say probably not.
I think it's close, but I would tend to agree with you. I didn't even consider Bobby Wagner.
Huh. Okay.
I think that just because Nick Bolton's not a great coverage guy. He's just
average.
He's an average athlete. And so you're not going to get that true, honest-to-God, 3-down downhill linebacker. And as I'm looking at the 9 that made it, they either fit into that or they're so unbelievably good at what they do that it kind of masks any deficiencies they have. And I've only got one that really applies to that.
Okay. All right. Nick Bolton was definitely one of the best linebackers in the league last year. Is this did you fade him because of there were younger guys on the list with more upside, or was that part of it, I guess?
There are a couple guys on the list that maybe I just like them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
One of them maybe that plays for the Green Bay Packers. Maybe another one that plays for the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
I'm sure Kansas City Chief fans love their guy more. I don't.
All right, let's go to the next honorable mention for the top 100.
The next one's one that we talked about earlier this week at some point. I didn't love him this past year, but I have loved him in the past. Is Frankie Louvu.
Louvu, okay.
I think Frankie Louvu really fell victim to he and Bobby Wagner were just borderline unplayable together on passing downs. Now you've got him with Sonny Styles, which is a way better combination. They had to rush Louvu from the outside. I think Tommy or somebody in our YouTube chat, maybe Gary, said that when we were talking about Louvu earlier this week. I think you're going to see him round back into what he had been the years before. I think last year was kind of an aberration for him. I couldn't have him on the list because of how bad it was at times last year. But I think he's going to bounce back aggressively in 26.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But as Stubby points out in the YouTube comments, he didn't have to play edge rusher last year. So,
he did. Which
I mean, when you take a guy out of his natural habitat, do you really expect him to have a great season?
And I'm not really holding that against him. He would be a fringe guy for me anyway, and last year made it real easy for me to go, okay, we'll revisit you next year.
Yeah, plenty of time to work your way back into the top 9 or how many ever it is. Next,
Quay Walker. I've never been as high on him as everybody else is. I think he's pretty good at what he does. I don't think he's great at anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the Raiders paid him. I'm sure they're very excited about that. I can't say as though I'm in the same boat. I don't think I've ever seen a team spend as much on linebacker and me not feel any better about where they are now than where they were.
Oh, come on.
Okay, I feel
Dean
fractionally better than I felt a year ago.
I was going to say. I mean, it's at least better.
He's no divine Diablo, man. That guy's Satan. Got it in his name, man.
Divine Satan.
Divine Satan, man. That guy can play some ball.
Okay, next up on the list.
Then my final one was one that, look, I get it. I'm not realistic about that guy, about this guy. You know, I was all over him when he came into the draft because I just love the athleticism. It's DeMarvion Overshown.
Oh, he's really good.
I need you to stop getting hurt. Because if you could just stop getting hurt, you're going to make me look really, 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 really smart. But you keep getting hurt, and it's making me look dumb. Because you've only played 19 games in 2 years, but my God, that kid can move in a way that you just don't see from linebackers very much.
Yep. All right, any others to mention?
That is the end of the linebackers. I feel like now we should go to defensive tackle so I can really quickly piss Tank Spencer off.
Okay.
The first one that missed the list, it's Vita Vea.
Really?
I want you to defend your guy. I knew you were going to say that.
It's just kind of stunning to me that he's not a top 10 defensive tackle in this league anymore.
He was 11.
Well, I mean, okay. I guess I can't really hate on it because, I mean, he didn't have a Vita season.
Okay, so
year.
Vita's claim to fame was what? When he was at his peak, Vita's claim to fame was what?
No one could run past it.
Did he do that last year?
No.
There we go.
No,
and there's how he doesn't make the list.
Do that. His pass rush stats went up last year. He had more hurries than he's had in the past. My question is too, though, is it because of what's around him that he couldn't grade well at stopping the run? Was it because there were so few run plays that he was out on the field for? I mean, his splits are unbelievable. And maybe that was just the case. Everybody picked on Tampa's secondary, and so they didn't really run the ball against them because of Vita was there.
He wasn't as effective at stopping the run as he has been in the past.
Okay.
I feel like Vita has kind of changed the way he plays. Because, I mean, he used to be kind of a liability as a pass rusher.
Yes.
He's not that anymore. But it does, to me, feel at times like he is not the stabilizing force in the middle of the defense that he once was. Because the pass rush has been so mediocre. So I feel like he's playing upfield way more than he used to. The thing about Vita Vea is that you could triple team him and not push him back. I mean, it was that way for years. I didn't see that as much last year.
Yeah.
Also, when you see the list of defensive tackles that did make it, you're going to be a little less surprised that Vita didn't.
Fair enough. Next up,
Byron Murphy. And you know, I really wanted him to make it. It was just getting to a point where I've got a lot of defensive tackles on this list. A lot. And Byron Murphy, I think he's a dude. I just only have seen it for the 1 year. Because he was significantly better last year. I'm also way higher on Leonard Williams than the vast majority of people are. I'm higher on DeMarcus Lawrence than the vast majority of people are. I think that benefited him. And it will continue to. But now I look at that spot on the other side. It's not quite as deep as it used to be. Is he going to regress a little bit? I just want to see him do it again before I put him into a list of the elite of the elite.
Okay. And then?
The final one at defensive tackle, Cameron Hayward. Yeah, he was out of this world. He's been out of this world. He's also 37 years old. He's playing high-level football. But at this point, I could make the argument that the fall-off has to happen at some point. The snap count is not as high as it once was. I wanted him on the list, but I'll put it this way. Would you like to take a stab at who the last defensive tackle that made the list was?
Ooh. Let me think. Was it Leonard Williams?
Leonard Williams was up the list. I'll give you a hint. Okay. It's a guy that played at your favorite school.
Jordan Davis?
That's the one. And he was one of the best defensive tackles in the league last year. The reason he was so far down the list, I've never seen him be that guy before. And if you tell me that I'm not going to say that he's going to backslide. I just don't know that he's going to be that player again. He did make it, and I there's just something about Cameron Hayward that it's almost haunting me that he's not on the list. I just could not find a way to put him ahead of any of the ones that are up there. Same thing with Demario Davis. I want to have Demario Davis in the top 100. I couldn't do it because he's 36 years old.
So your defensive tackles that did not make the list were Vita, Byron Murphy, and Cameron Hayward.
Yep.
Any others to mention?
Nope. Okay. I'm telling you, the defensive guys, this was way more cut and dry than offense was.
Which kind of seems odd to me. Is that because the offensive playmakers field is just so much wider? Or what? Because, I mean...
yes. The answer to your question is yes.
Yeah, okay.
There were a lot of receivers that I went, how do I have this guy in and I don't have this guy in? Defense, I'm not going to lie to you. I put the list on paper. I was at 47 that guaranteed you have to be there. I only had 50 spots. So if you were in the, maybe, there's a great chance you didn't make it.
Right. There was a whole bunch of names there for only, 3 spots left.
There were, I can actually do the math. There were 17 names for 3 spots.
Wow. All right. We will go down the edge rushers, cornerbacks as well, coming up in the next hour. No time to get into those right now.
But in the start of the next hour here at 4:00, it is that time.
Oh well, you gotta stay tuned for this.
It is that time.
We're hitting the road again. It's the Ingles Living the Dream tour, and Jeremy's going to reveal to us all the first quarter of the season.
Well, I'm not revealing it to all of you. You've seen it.
I've glanced at the list, but the last time I looked at the list, there were still a whole bunch of, I'd like to do all 7 of these games today. So we all get to kind of find out a little bit about
here's the thing.
On.
Sometimes we get 2 teams in 2 different places on the same day.
Oh. Okay.
And Tank is going to – now I just realized that there's a game on this list that Tank has not seen at all that he gets to do. And he's going to get really giddy when he finds out what it is.
All right. So stay tuned for that. We'll have the first leg, I guess, of the
first quarter
of the Dream Tour. The first quarter.
Mainly because we have 4 quarters.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, it's football.
At 6 o'clock today on our sister station, Fox Sports Upstate, we will reveal the 4th quarter. The 4th quarter for the Asheville audience, you're going to go, huh. I think I've seen you do almost everything on that screen. Yes, you have, but they don't know that yet. So we couldn't reveal quarters 2 and 3 because they're not done yet.
Still working on the logistics for the entire season, but the preview coming up here in just a little bit. We do have all of our best moments captured for us on the old YouTubes or on the social medias. So be sure to go check us out at the Sportsocracy on all of those. Do we have a Threads yet? Is that a thing?
No, we no. Okay. Stop making social media.
Just curious.
All right, just stop making social medias. I don't need Instagram, Twitter. All right, I don't need that. I also don't need Twitter to be called X because it's dumb. Just name it and leave it alone.
So the important ones. Like we just stick to the main 3, essentially.
4.
The Twitter, the Facebook, Instagram. What am I missing?
TikTok.
Well,
I mean, and OnlyFans. But that's...
we don't do OnlyFans, Jeremy. There's not a Sportsocracy OnlyFans. No one's paying for that. I promise you.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that? Oh. That may explain why.
I guess
that may explain why it's only made $17 that I really need somebody to explain to me.
I mean, technically, name is on the door, so you can do what you want to. I just rather not have that underneath our banner.
We do have
already heard too much about some of your rituals today, and I don't need more of it.
You know what? Fan's a beautiful thing. Our YouTube does have a super chat that we need to get to before the break.
All right, let's hit that.
Give me that money. Give me that money. Give me that money. Give me that.
And no, Gary Birch, we don't have a blue sky either because, frankly, I have enough reasons to be angry. I don't need that one.
Blue sky.
Google it.
That's a foreign thing, right?
No, Google it. Red Sea said Quay Walker would have made the top 100, but he was ejected during the list release.
Oh,
poor Quay.
Good for you.
That was points.
Yep. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We'll be back right after this. Talk about the first quarter of the Ingles Living the Dream tour coming up, starting in 2 weeks in Canton, Ohio. Be right back.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Not terrible as the heaviest of the rainfall now passing us off to the east and south and dissipating as we get into the afternoon. We still do have a chance of seeing some late day showers and thunderstorms scattered around, maybe a couple before then, but a better chance toward dinner time and your Friday evening out. 75. Tonight, a few showers, thunder showers, 65. And tomorrow, in the mid to late afternoon hours, some isolated showers and thunderstorms. Partly sunny, otherwise 80. Maybe a hit or miss storm Sunday, 85. From the Weather Channel, Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have a health reminder from the CDC.
Pneumococcal vaccination is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose, and millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea.
If you run a business, you know how hard it is to get your customers' attention. Yet 85% of consumers say radio is the last thing they hear before shopping. Let iHeartRadio help you reach your next customer today at 844-844-iHeart.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
At Ingles, we're all in for summer. We have everything you need for the perfect picnic, the greatest grill out, and the best beach vacation. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Sportsocracy.
Gets the rebound, passes it to the man, shoots it, and boom goes the dynamite.
In this edition of the Marketer's Report, Giovanni Martinez, Senior Director of Marketing and Innovation for Avocados from Mexico, speaks on audio's reach.
We know how powerful is audio. I mean, with the frequency, the reach that you can generate with that component is something that we always have as an add-on in our campaigns.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia connects marketers to the audiences, live conversations, and trusted influencers you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartAdvertising.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Ever since they started clearing yards after Helene, the Chainsaw Brothers stay committed to helping rebuild Western North Carolina.
Whether you have a dead tree dangling somewhere dangerous, or you need to clear years of overgrowth, tree trimming, or tree removal, we can get the job done.
It's fully insured and licensed work from local professionals you can trust.
Residential or commercial jobs, we got the tools and the crew.
Call the Chainsaw Brothers today at 316-1013. That's 316-1013.
Follow us on Facebook to see how we treat our family. And check us out at chainsawbrother.com.
ESPN Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. In the heart of Beer City, USA. 2 men, 1 journey. To create a sports show unlike any other. Unfiltered, raw, and honest. One of them played a soccer goalie opposite Ben Stiller. The other once scored 6 points on Steph Curry. These guys know their shit. Tank Spencer, Jeremy Greene, the Sportsocracy, presented by Ingalls Supermarkets. Low prices, love the savings.
Back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app. See us live on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel. That's the way you can get into the chat. You got a question, you got a comment, you got a disagreement about the players that did not make the top 100. Weigh in. We love to hear from you. We've got a big trip coming up. Several big trips. A bunch of big trips. I remember when Jeremy said, "Hey, don't let me do that thing I do every year." And then he did the thing, and I said, "Hey, you remember what you said? What you told me to say?" And he said, "Yeah, shut up." Yeah. So here we are.
Shut up, nerd. I'll do what I want. You don't tell me no. I tell me no. And I didn't tell me no, ever.
No, he never does. He never does tell himself no. The Ingalls Living the Dream Tour will begin in about 2 weeks when we head up to Cleveland, Ohio. We'll be staying in Cleveland, going to Canton for the Hall of Fame game, the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals, and then, of course, hanging out for Saturday for the induction ceremonies where we will get to see Luke Kuechly be inducted into the Hall of Fame, Larry Fitzgerald, Ronnie Lott, Adam Vinatieri. Who am I leaving off? There's another one. I apologize. It's not intentional. The Hall of Fame festivities are awesome. If you ever wanted to be in the same place as almost every one of your damn heroes from your childhood, that's the place for you.
It is very cool for that. There's a lounge right beside the bus room that the only people that can go through that door have to be wearing a gold jacket or at least possess one.
Mm-hmm.
And so you just stand at that door, and it's like watching the process of time in pro football.
I was going to say it's like the parade of nations at the Olympics. And you see everybody, has their best costumes on, and put their best foot forward, and everybody's carrying their flag. That's kind of what it feels like when you get to witness all of the Hall of Famers gathering for the ceremonies and the games. It is a great way for the average fan to be able to get up close and personal, because you don't know, if you go to the Hall of Fame game, you don't know who you're going to run into at the concession stand. It could be anyone.
It's a wild time. I'm very
excited. It
excited.
could be Patrick Willis. It could be. I'm banking. I told Jeremy the other day, I said, the one thing that I want to get out of this next trip is to see Warren Sapp up close, because I think he was the only one that I just had to see from the stage that didn't check off that box. And Jeremy will never let me live down how loud I squealed like a girl when Tony Dungy walked by me. It's just one of those
a very
things.
effeminate noise that you made. I'm pretty sure Tony Dungy walked by and went, "That girl really seemed excited to see me." I'm not sure what that was.
Somebody get that girl a razor.
Somebody get that girl a bigger dress. My God.
It's a great experience. If you've never done it, you need to put it on your bucket list. And if you're a Carolina Panthers fan, no better year to try to do it than this year. Although I know the planning is a little soon to be doing that 2 weeks out. But if you got the time, why not make it happen for one of the greatest players in not only Carolina Panthers history, but NFL history as a whole, as Luke Kuechly gets inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Now, that's going to be our first trip. We'll be leaving. I'll be leaving on Wednesday, going up there.
We're all leaving Wednesday.
We're all leaving Wednesday? Are we all going together?
We are.
Okay.
I was going to fly up a day early, and then I decided, well, I can't play pickleball by myself.
exactly.
We have a pickleball court behind our house. And basically we're staying in like a commune is what it looks like, because there's like 5 houses fenced in. There is a giant pickleball court, and I have already mentally told myself the amount of hilarity that is going to come off that court is quite high.
Just protect the ACLs. Just protect the ACLs. That's all we need is to get up to Ohio and somebody have to go to the damn hospital. We're old. We have to remind ourselves of that.
I'm not old. You're old.
Although,
I'm still a young man.
Oh, stop that. I'm still a young man.
I'm still a young Viralman.
All right. It's time to reveal the first quarter of the schedule for the upcoming football season on the Ingles Living the Dream Tour. So after we do the Hall of Fame game, we'll get a little respite in there.
Yeah, I'm taking a week of vacation before I pull my hair out at the root. You fellers,
it's a good call.
You got this. I believe in you. I really do. But if you call me, just know there will be a drunk, vulgar man on the opposite side of that phone. So it better be real important.
And then we pick the season up at, I guess, week 0.
We did.
Or are we doing? Are we skipping week 0?
We are skipping week 0. We did this last year. We were originally going to do NC State, Virginia. That kind of fell through because of it was an international game, and then it went to Charlottesville, and I had already scheduled a vacation, so we couldn't audible out of that. Last year we did 5 games in. Let's see, what do we do? 5 games in 5 days. This year we're doing 4 games in 4 days. We start September the 3rd in Atlanta, Georgia, Colorado at Georgia Tech. We will get to see Deion Sanders one time before he gets fired. Very excited by that.
Okay. Just so you can say you were in the same stadium as him once.
That is the flappetizer. That is the little flappetizer. Last year it was NC State, East Carolina. This year it's Colorado, Georgia Tech. Then we will do a day of shows from Atlanta. And Tank will stay in Atlanta to start the year of the quarterback. We will see all 18 quarterbacks that I think could find a way into the first round of the NFL draft up close and personal. And we start with 2 in the same game. The Aflac Kickoff Classic, the Baylor Bears and the Auburn Tigers. You get screwed on this one so aggressively, and I'm sorry for that. I really am. I didn't have a choice. There's nothing I could do, and pretty soon you're going to find why.
Can somebody find me a Maceo Teague jersey that I could wear during that game? Because I'm damn sure not pulling for the Auburn Tigers.
If you've got a Maceo Teague jersey that will fit a Tank, so if you've got a triple fat, that'd be sweet. Yeah. I will buy it off of you. Just for Tank. Now, the only thing is if you're going to wear a basketball jersey to a football game, you have to go full guns out. You got to go full top off. Just no undershirt, just straight basketball jersey on Tank.
That's a terrible idea. That is a terrible idea. By the way, gentlemen, don't listen to Jeremy. That's not don't ever do that.
Yes, do listen to Jeremy. Don't ever wear a basketball jersey unless you are playing basketball.
Well, I was going to say if you do wear a basketball jersey and you're not built like John Cena, wear a shirt underneath it, please, for the love of God, for the rest of us. Nobody wants to see that.
Because we can indeed see you, and we don't want to.
Yes. Yes, exactly. All right, so I have to stay back in Atlanta for the crap game of Baylor Auburn. What? Where do you get to go?
I get to go to Death Valley, Clemson at LSU in Baton Rouge. You got kind of housed on that one. I'm not even gonna lie.
I did.
You got kind of housed on that one. But we do have to see DJ Lagway. We do have to see Byron Brown. I have to get to LSU to see Sam Leavitt because I don't literally have another chance to see him the rest of the year. So I will be going down with some of the guys from Clemson and doing some hands-on things there that we will be able to tell you more about as time goes on, to see Sam Levitt as our third year of the quarterback.
Okay. All right. So that's the Saturday games.
That is the Saturday games. Then, Tank, your mission, if you choose to accept it, and you don't have a choice because I've already accepted it for you.
I don't have a choice.
You do not have a choice because you're off on Monday, and we have to play the numbers with Tank's off days. You head to Nashville, Tennessee to see Ole Miss, the Fighting Pete Goldings, and the Louisville Cardinal in the Music City kickoff in Nissan Stadium.
Okay. I can get down with that.
I also went a little nicer on your accommodations in Nashville because I felt bad that you got housed on LSU Clemson.
Thank you.
So you're staying in a super nice place in Nashville.
Okay.
The only thing is if you wreck my truck, I do reserve the right to absolutely kill you when you get back.
Come on.
Because the Parks Ford Mobile Studio will be going with you to Nashville because the next week, old Trip and May over here and I will be doing shows live from Dallas, Texas.
The whole week?
The whole week. We're in Dallas the whole week. We're planning on doing a show from inside the only privately owned Dale Earnhardt car in the world. That's one of our days. We have several bar shows, so if you're in Texas, you want to come hang out, we will be in Dallas for the entire week because that weekend we will be in Texas Memorial Stadium for Ohio State at Texas.
Nice.
And when you see where Jeremy's sitting for that bad boy, you want to talk about living the dream? That's living the dream.
Nice.
I'll be able to hear what Arch Manning is thinking.
Okay. It's two more quarterbacks off the list.
So that's in the first week and a day. We will have seen 5. So actually 6 because you see Trinidad Chambliss in Nashville.
Yes.
We see 6 of the 18 quarterbacks in 9 days.
That's pretty good. I was wondering how you going to do this. How are we going to get 18 quarterbacks to be seen throughout the season? That's a good way to knock out a great chunk of it.
It is a formidable start. Then after what will be, I'm sure, a very late evening in Austin, Texas, we have to get to Houston for a game that I'm really excited about. I also get to check off. There aren't many stadiums left that I haven't seen. So we will be starting the NFL season week 1 with what I think is the best game of week 1 that's not in a primetime spot or in Australia. I don't have a passport, so I can't get there. It is the Buffalo Bills at the Houston Texans in Houston week 1.
Nice.
I'm so excited to see Josh Allen and C.J. Stroud up close and personal.
You better be careful. Josh Allen might kick your ass for talking all that smack about him.
It's entirely possible. He might. He may just do that. But that is a really formidable start to the schedule for us. We actually have 2 more weeks to put out. So we're going to have to take a commercial break because we don't have enough time to – There's one that I'm pretty excited about because there's a team that's in both of the weeks coming up that is very near and dear to the old Ginger himself.
Oh, nice. All right, we'll take a break here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, everywhere on the iHeart Radio app. The Ingles Living the Dream Tour is right around the corner, starting with the Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio, and then the main goal of the season, hitting every quarterback prospect, every major quarterback prospect in this upcoming NFL draft class. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Some places had 3-inch rains west of the city and widespread 2-inch rains yesterday and last night. It is a tropical atmosphere over us. More thunderstorms tonight, 65 and then partly to mostly cloudy, humid over the weekend, and temperatures in the upper 70s on Saturday, mid-80s on Sunday, and mid-80s for Monday. I'm meteorologist Scott Lauriamore. That's the latest Weather Channel forecast.
This report is sponsored by Bojangles. It's bow time.
It's bow time. Breakfast burritos are back in more ways than one. Take your pick between the original burrito with big bow flavor or the new Fuego burrito with a bold ghost pepper sauce and warm tortilla that turns up the heat. It's bow time.
Let's not have any lane violations. Your time-saver traffic on ESPN Asheville.
Traffic is busy, 240 westbound between Charlotte Street and Montford Avenue, 240 eastbound slow between Amboy Road and exit 4A. Future 26 eastbound stop and go between Broadway Street and 240. 26 eastbound busy between I-40 and the French Broad River. 26 westbound delays between Brevard Road and the 26-240 split. 40 westbound slowing between Hendersonville Road and the 26-240 split. I'm Lee Minfield with your time-saver traffic.
This report is sponsored by RenewalByAnderson.com.
This June, upgrade your home with Renewal by Anderson. For a limited time, buy one window or door and get one 40% off, plus 0 down and 0% interest for 5 full years. Boost comfort, style, and efficiency. Call today or visit RenewalByAnderson.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Tarika Foster Brasby. What's up, y'all? I'm your girl, Cheryl Swoops. And it's WNBA All-Star season. The best players in the world are on the floor. And on our podcast, Levels to This, we've got something to say about every single one of them. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Levels to This with Cheryl Swoops and Tarika Foster Brasby, and listen now.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, Greene. That's Greene. Enter it now.
The American experiment. 250 years. One dream, one opportunity to soar at a time. 1776 was a long time ago. America and the world. It's a very different place. But the things we cherish, family, friendship, remain the same. Happy birthday, USA. Ingalls, American-owned since 1963.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Sportsocracy.
It's ESPN Asheville, 880, 1400, everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. This is the Sportsocracy, and you can follow us on the program on YouTube. Follow us on all the social medias as well. That way you can keep up to date on where we are for each and every week of the upcoming football season. Opening week is going to be one hell of a week. Colorado, Georgia Tech, Baylor, Auburn, both Atlanta games. Jeremy will be down in Clemson, or down in the other Death Valley.
Baton Rouge.
Down in LSU to see Clemson.
Now, here's my question.
Take on those other Tigers.
When we take May back to Louisiana, does she start talking like Ed Orgeron?
No.
I mean, she's from Louisiana, so does the Creole come out in her as soon as we get her back to Louisiana?
I'd be interested to see that.
I
she
would
doesn't
too.
really have that accent.
Because no, she has an accent where she doesn't touch her lips together when she talks. How y'all doing? You doing all right? I'm just curious. I'm just curious if we get down there and she steps off the plane and goes, "Go Tigers." I don't know you know this about me, but I'll go out the same door I came in.
I just wanted to take you to like an all-you-can-eat crawfish place.
Pass. She can have all the crawfish. I don't want to eat one because they're gross.
Jeremy just sits back like eating those little medallions of onions. And,
I'll eat packing peanuts before I'll eat a crawfish again.
He hates the mug bugs. He hates them.
That is the gross. Like, why do you people eat that?
Mm-hmm.
Just idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care where you're from. Why do you eat that? It's disgusting. There's so many good critters in the sea. Eat those.
Then when Big Dog and May go to Dallas, I'll be heading to Nashville for the Ole Miss Louisville game, which will be cool. I've never been to Nissan Stadium before.
Really?
So,
I didn't know that.
I mean, I've seen it. I've seen the outside of it. I've never been in it before.
It's a cool stadium.
Although if you drive by on the interstate at the right time, I mean, you do feel like you're right inside the game if something's going on in that stadium because you can see right into it from the interstate. But that'll be a cool event. And then Jeremy will be down in Dallas the following week preparing for the big and the Buckeyes and the Longhorns. Julian Sayin against Arch Manning, knocking off two more quarterbacks at the top of the upcoming 2027 NFL draft class that we will see on this Ingles Living the Dream tour. And then follow that up week 1 of the NFL, Buffalo Bills at the Houston Texans. Where does the trip take us from there?
Well, we have to continue checking off quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
The year of the quarterback. And it takes us to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Darian Mensah beating the high bejesus out of the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. I see Darian Mensah is the weirdest. He's the weirdest evaluation for me because I like him so much that I'm starting to question myself. So I found a way to get 3 separate Miami games on this schedule because I think Miami's going to be really good. We go see them against Wake Forest. We have 2 more that we will put out probably from the Hall of Fame game. That's what I'm circling to put out the meaty clackers of the schedule. And then, I mean, you're already in Winston-Salem.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there may be the greatest school in America playing in a kickoff classic named for the greatest condiment in America. The Duke's Mayo Kickoff Classic. My West Virginia Mountaineers, let's go. Taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. Get to see Michael Hawkins and Bo Prabula. Secret time, they're not in the year of the quarterback. They are indeed quarterbacks, but they don't have anything to do with the year of the quarterback. We will find a way to get Bo on a camera and go, hey, you could play in the NFL as a fullback.
So is this is in Charlotte?
It is.
The next day?
Yes. Miami, Wake Forest is on Friday.
Gotcha.
West Virginia is on Saturday.
Okay. Very good. And I take it we're both making this trip, or
look,
who knows?
You're open to make any trip you want to. You gave me the angina the other day when you said I only have 7 days left to take off, and I'm taking 2 of them to go to the Hall of Fame. I had a miniature stroke when you said that. Like that's
as
not
did
good.
I.
That's not good.
As did I when I realized that and went, oh, well, I may have gone a little hard in the paint on this one, but it is what it is. All right, West Virginia in Charlotte. Not Charlottesville, Charlotte. Mm-hmm. Not to be confused with Charlotte. That's a completely different place.
Now we get to the final week that we're putting out in quarter 1 of our Living the Dream tour. I'm going to start with where I am this week. I'm making the pilgrimage back home. I'm taking my wife, taking May. We're headed to the Blue Lot. We're headed to get pepperoni rolls and Tudor's biscuits because we're going to God's country. Milan Pusker Stadium, West Virginia Mountaineers, and here's why we're going. It's not just Jeremy wants to go back home, which I do. This actually got taken out by Helene a couple years ago. Drew Mestemaker, probably the most interesting evaluation in this class. Quarterback at Oklahoma State that was at North Texas, followed Eric Morris to Oklahoma State. They will be taking on my West Virginia Mountaineers, and this is the only time that Drew Mestemaker comes within 10 hours of this place.
Mm-hmm.
There was not another game that I could physically get to. I tried to do Oklahoma State, Oregon, but the time just didn't work out because it's the same day as Ohio State, Texas.
Okay.
Now, I will then proceed to go see the Cincinnati Bengals at the Pittsburgh Steelers in Acrisure Stadium. I will do a couple days of shows from Pittsburgh, and then we will come back. But you, my spectacled friend, you're headed to Sanford Stadium to see your Georgia Bulldogs.
Let's go.
Take on the Oklahoma Sooners.
Let's go. I was not aware of this before today. Now I'm aware.
You are aware.
And I'm excited.
We also have a Amy, May, and myself, we pitched in and we got you a little gifty that you will be receiving from miles away. I'm afraid you're going to cry. You're an emotional guy. Tank cried because Tank's a crier. I want to be many states away when
I do just have to ask one question.
It's not a swift kick in the nethers.
No.
Although that would have been funny. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's what it should have been.
I was going to ask you the
Rodrigo
preparation.
Blankenship comes up and kicks you right in the nethers. Just
that would be the one.
Merry birthday, stupid! That would have been hilarious.
Although I could hope that he trips on the way, because I ain't gonna feel good. I've talked a lot of crap about goggles over the years, and no, thank you. No, my question for you was going to be: when you were cooking this up, did you have in your head that I'm going to have an extra passenger for that trip?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Your extra passenger was actually when we booked this. That was a thank you to your lovely wife for thank you for letting me pilfer at your husband for about 4 weekends in a row to start the season.
Excellent. Oklahoma and Georgia. That should be one heck of a day out at Sanford Stadium. It'd definitely be the best game I've ever seen matchup-wise at Sanford Stadium because y'all know me. I'm a cheatman, and the only times I've ever been there is when we're playing people that we just kick the snot out of, which is fun to see, but there's only so many, Western Kentuckys that you can watch get pounded into the ground at Sanford Stadium before it gets, a little sad. Like when it was like 63-3, we were all like, you want to go? I think maybe it's time. We've been sitting up here in the 500s for too long.
We've had as many hot dogs as we can have.
Oh, there was no hot. There was one hot dog. You ever been to Sanford Stadium and you've ever sitting up there in those nosebleed seats? I don't even think I think I shot it short with 500s. I think it's 600s all the way.
There are
up
600s.
Yeah, and there's no elevators or escalators to get there.
I'm not going to tell you where your seats are. I will tell you this: it ain't a 6 and it ain't a 5.
Thank you. Appreciate that. But yeah, you got to walk up 900 flights of stairs, and you do that on an August day, right? Because again, cheapmen only go for the cheap tickets. Those are always on like August the 10th, and you are going to die if you don't hydrate. So you go to the concession stand, get a bottle of water, and what do? They don't let you buy a water with a top on it because they're afraid you're going to throw it. So then you have to carry 4 open waters in your pants pockets up the stairs. That's always fun.
Yeah, you will have to do none of those things.
Excellent. So that gets us through week 3
of the NFL season. It'll be week
3 of the NFL, week 4 of the college.
By the way, college football and the NFL, could we possibly please, just once, just one time, have a season where weeks in the NFL season and in the college season are the same week? Could we do that, please? Could we call week 0 week 1? Because if we do, then it lines up forever, and we don't have to do that anymore.
No, it doesn't. Then they'd be 2 weeks ahead.
I don't do math real well. Let's call 2 of them week 0. We'll call it week 0 and week 00.
There you go. Week 00 comes first, though.
100%.
Yes. How about this? How about we add in the extra 18th game to the NFL schedule, give them an extra bye week, and then everybody starts on the same damn week. Then we can all just be, hey, it's week 1 for everybody.
And we can keep the games rolling. I just need the weeks to be numbered the same way. I don't care what you call it. I don't care if you call week 0 week 00, because that is the if you're never, no good can come from what I'm going to say.
All right, you are in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. There it is, the first quarter of the Ingles Living the Dream Tour for 2026. It's the year of the quarterback, ending with the 2027 NFL Draft on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. And we couldn't do it without our great sponsors, Ingles Supermarkets, low prices, love the savings, Clarissa Sells, WNC.com, Parks Ford of Hendersonville, Appalachian Motor Coach. Who else am I forgetting?
Oh, DraftKings branded bills. We got a bunch.
We got a bunch.
Yep.
Okay. You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville, and when we come back, we'll give you the rest of the defensive players that did not make this year's Sportsocracy Top 100 for the NFL season.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have a health reminder from the CDC.
Pneumococcal vaccination is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose. And millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
What if we told you Matt Damon was screaming on set to get his voice weather warned for The Odyssey? From the TikTok Podcast Network, Raiders of the Lost Podcast has the whole story about the biggest movies of the summer. Download the iHeartRadio app and search Raiders of the Lost Podcast now.
If you run a business, you know the value of trust. It's what keeps your customers coming back. And it's what you get when you advertise with iHeart. More than 75% of listeners consider iHeart hosts their friends and trust their recommendations. Now take that trusted influence and combine it with iHeart's massive reach and scale, and you've got the formula for growing your business. Learn how easy it is to tell your story through our voices. Call 844-844-iHeart today. That's 844-844-iHeart.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
The American Experiment.
250 years. One dream, one opportunity to soar at a time. 1776 was a long time ago. America and the world, it's a very different place. But the things we cherish, family, friendship, remain the same. Happy birthday, USA. Ingalls, American-owned since 1963.
We are back at the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, and it is time for the most important message of the day.
Hallelujah! Don't do crimes. I've been waiting to tell this story for a week.
Well, I figured at least we could get out there the story of one Tony Nathaniel Romo, because he apparently did a thing.
He did crimes.
He did crimes. He allegedly. All evidence points to crimes. Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office says that they pulled over a suspected drunk driver southbound I-43 on the high-rise bridge. I don't know much about the high-rise bridge, but they call it the high-rise bridge. It's pretty up there. His detention report says he was taken into custody after performing poorly on standardized field sobriety tests. So he had been in the area for the Wisconsin Amateur Championship golf tournament in West Bend. I didn't know that was a place. Heard of South Bend, Indiana, never West Bend, Wisconsin. I wonder if they have mansions out there.
Up in Wisconsin?
Yeah. Is that near the Snake River Pleasure Club, or was it the Sturgeon Bay Pleasure Club, whatever we called it?
No doubt.
He tied for 73rd in the tournament, and I don't know. Is that why you were drinking? Or did you finish 73rd because you were drinking all day at the golf course? Thought Tony Romo was like a really good golfer.
He is a really good golfer. I can also
73rd in an amateur championship, though, seems real low.
Well, I mean, look, golf's hard to get into.
Mm-hmm.
An amateur will still smoke you like a deli meat.
Well, me, sure, but you're saying the average recreational golfer,
yes,
will just get embarrassed by an aspiring amateur.
This would be a decent time to we're going to put Tony's mugshot right here over my face, because I mean, I'm not a cop, and I don't claim to be a cop, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you, if I pull over somebody that looks like this, I'm just assuming they're hammered.
The mugshot was, it looked like he was having a good time.
I'm going to say Tony had, he had one or two or three dozen too many.
That's quite possible. Red cheeks, red nose, hair all mussed, and with the mugshot, knowing like what would be going through your mind right now as a former NFL player, analyst on television. You're out in the spotlight, have been for a long time. I don't know that my smirk would be great, and maybe that tells us how much he actually had to drink. Was that he was smiling in the mugshot.
That's the same look I have on my face after 17 transfusions and carding a good old-fashioned 104.
He was arrested. He has been charged. He's set to show up in court September the 21st.
My story is about 52-year-old James Shepard. James has had some trouble with the law. He had to take a drug test. It's from Palm Coast, Florida. He made a series of boo-boos here. Let's see, Tank, you have a bell. So when I say a boo-boo that Mr. Shepard made, I want you to ring your bell.
Okay.
So James had a drug test that he had to take for his probation.
That's the first one. Got in trouble before to be on probation.
He has a suspended license And he drove himself to the testing facility. Yep. He was serving probation for several burglaries and thefts that he had committed.
You did say several. So.
Several, yeah. Several is a bad indicator in a story because 2 is a couple and several is somewhere between 4 and 40.
Mm-hmm.
So they arrest him as soon as they see him step out of the car. They put him in the back of a police cruiser. Tank, what do they have in the back of police cruisers now?
Cages?
They have cages, but they also have something else that starts with a C.
Uh-huh.
Cameras.
Yes.
So apparently, old Jimmy here, he'd had a real good idea of how he was going to beat his drug test. And it involved a jerry-rigged Whizzinator. If you don't know what a Whizzinator is, Ontario Smith once got busted with one of these. It is a fake phallus that is filled with someone else's urine. By the way, if you're ever thinking, should I do something? If it ever involves putting a fake version of something that should be in your pants filled with somebody else's pee-pee, it's a bad idea. Just don't do it. So he was arrested before he got into the building because they saw him drive up.
Okay.
So he had this in his pantaloons. Now he's in the back of a cop car. What did old Jimmy decide he had to do?
Urinate.
Nope. Had to get that one out of his out of the old trousers before they searched him at the jail. So he tells authorities that he has an old shoulder injury and convinces them to handcuff him in the front. They put him in the back of the car. He looks around, sees that nobody's looking, and reaches into the old shorts, pulls out the phallus and the bladder, and throws it into the back seat of the cop car. Mm-hmm. Only one problem. He threw it into the door jamb, so it was between the seat and the door. And the good old police officer, he so happened to open that door to talk to Jimmy. Well, when the officer opened the door to talk to Jimmy, he saw Jimmy, and he got very confused. He got very confused and said, "What is that?" At which point Jimmy lies and says, "I don't know. I didn't see nothing." Hey, dumbass.
Ain't mine.
There's a camera over your head. I just watched you pull that out. That's why I opened this door. He has now been charged with just a slew of crimes, and has been made fun of relentlessly. He's charged with violating his probation, defrauding a drug test, tampering with evidence. He is being held without bond. Attaboy.
Still got charged with defrauding the drug test, even though he didn't get to do it.
I mean, here's
That's
the thing.
Attempted, at least.
You put somebody else's TT in my car.
Yeah.
You lose. If I can charge you with it, I will.
That story actually ended better than I thought it was going to. When you said he threw it between the door and the seat, I was thinking like somebody came along and slammed the door and then just boo, it went everywhere.
That would have been much funnier.
Oh, now I got the wee on me.
I got the bee on the seats.
And if you do that, can they make you clean out the cop car? That's one of those things I should have asked in like Citizens Police Academy was, hey, so can you force somebody to clean up your car after they mess in it? Because
I mean,
that's one part of the job that I would not want. Right, you're a cop and you're out there and you're doing DUI stops and stuff, and you get some jackwagon who's had way too many. You arrest him, put him in the back of the car, and then bow, reversal of fortune everywhere.
Ugh.
Like I have to clean that now. That feels awful.
Pass. I'm gonna get you. Listen here, Jimmy. I'm gonna get you a toothbrush and a bucket of water, and you have fun.
Yep. We're going to go in here for a minute while you get processed, or an hour, or however long it takes. Much more than a minute. We did go through that process in the police academy, and I just did. That's a long time to sit there and ponder what I've done wrong. It was a wake-up call like no other. But, yeah, we get you processed, and then you're going back out to the car to clean that dang thing.
I'm always stuck on why do they cry? Like, why do they cry when faced with their cry? You know what you did. And it's not like it's news to you.
Mm-hmm. You're not crying because of the crime. Crying because you got caught.
Bingo. Crying because you know you just got set up into an arranged marriage, and it's probably not going to be real fun for you.
Eesh. Let's go back to the not top 100, Jeremy, defensive players who didn't make the cut for the Sportsocracy Top 100 for the 2026 NFL season. We have cornerbacks.
Cornerback was a pretty straightforward list for me. A lot of corners made the list. So, I mean, I had 13 corners make the list. The first one that didn't was Reek Woolen. You know I love Reek Woolen, and now that he's playing for Vic Fangio, is that too high for what he's done? Absolutely. Is it too high for what he's going to do? I don't think so. Because Philadelphia has two other corners that are already on this list, and they're both higher than you think they will be.
Interesting. I thought you were kind of souring on old Reek Woolen.
No, I was souring on
the new matchup.
I was souring on him in Seattle because they had soured on him. Then he gets away from Seattle, goes to Philadelphia, and oh sweet, now I get to play with Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, who they're going to play as both a slot and a safety. And so I can just run this as a matchup where Reek Woolen gets to defend whoever the biggest receiver is or the fastest. And so long as it's not somebody that's overly physical, take luck, because he was a wide receiver that has outrageous ball skills. And he's going to get peppered with targets. Reek Woolen's going to have a year.
All right, after Reek.
Travis Hunter. I know the opening year did not last all that long. But, I mean, I think it was reasonably obvious how good Travis Hunter actually was. I thought he was really good at times, and now that I think we're going to pull some of that wide receiver garbage off of him, just wait. Just wait. Corners acclimate slower than about any position in the league. Travis Hunter's going to be a dude.
Okay. All right. Travis Hunter, after, would he play 8 games last year? Did he even play that many?
I think it was 7, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. All right. Still high hopes for the one of the top draft picks of 2025. Now, after Travis, who else deserves to be mentioned?
I got 3 that that couldn't be much more different if they tried. Marlon Humphrey, Tyson Campbell, and Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson had an outrageous year 2 years ago. He was not as good last year. There's been a lot of talk about him, about why is it so inconsistent? Is he ever going to pay off the way he did a few years ago? I don't know, and that's why he's not on the list. But, I mean, I think he still needed to be mentioned. Marlon Humphrey, if I lived to be 20,000 years old, I don't think I could ever appropriately explain his career. Because there have been times he has been absolutely awful, and there have been times that he has been an absolute hammer. And I don't know which one you're getting this year, but I tend to lean towards hammer. Tyson Campbell, after the trade, he was insanely good. Now, does it help when you're lined up on the opposite side of Denzel Ward? Of course it does. But I've seen Tyson Campbell be really good before, and he was really good at the end of the year last year.
All right. Any more?
Nope. That's it for the corners. We're down to edge rushers, and we only have 3 of those, and I think you're going to hate all 3 of them.
All right. Edge rusher 1.
Josh Hines Allen.
Okay.
I love him. I think if it was the top 150, he's definitely there. I think he's more consistent than he is elite. The sack numbers are great. I get all of that. That's not the point. It's just down in, down out. I don't think he has the impact of any of the other edges that are on this list.
Okay. Josh Hines Allen, and then
TJ Watt.
Ooh. Would this be the first time he's ever not made your top 100?
It would be the first time since he was very, very young in this league.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I hate to tell you this. I could make the argument he's the third best pass rusher on his own team at this point.
Okay.
He seems to live banged up.
Mm-hmm.
The sack numbers have dropped precipitously year over year. Since the COVID year, he's gone from 22.5, 5.5 in an injury-riddled season, 19, 11.5, 7. And he just looks slower.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like all of these things have accumulated and taken hold.
And when you have Nick Herbig on your team, that when he's on the field, his pass rush win rate is just nanners.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, take Alex Highsmith into account as well. At this point, the attrition may be getting to TJ. He may be the third best player. He's still damn good, but he may be the third best pass rusher on that team. All right, and then
the final player to not that I considered that did not make the top 100 is Brian Burns.
Okay,
he's a great player, Florida State guy. I've been on him for years. I think the sack numbers skew what he is. He's a great pass rusher. Is he a better pass rusher in terms of what he does, not the sack total, in terms of what he does for the defense? Is he a better pass rusher than Nick Bonito?
I mean, I would say no.
I said no, too. And the irony of that, Nick Bonito was the last edge rusher to make the list.
Mm-hmm.
And I did have some of those where I had to compare guys against other guys that they kind of remind me of each other. You know, Brian Burns and Nick Bonito have a very similar game in that neither one's a great run defender, but they have such a good burst that they can at least hold up. I think I prefer Bonito at this point because of his down-in, down-out impact.
All right, we will start giving you the top 100 players in the NFL for 2026 on Monday. We're doing 10 a day over the next 2 weeks, and we will unveil the top of the league while we are in Canton or Cleveland for the Hall of Fame festivities on the Ingles Living the Dream tour. I'm sure we've got we're going to have a list going out of the games that we will be going to. The first quarter of the season is already out. All right, I had not seen that yet, so check it out on the social medias. If you missed the list of where we are going, we will coming up on the flip over to our sister station, Fox Sports Upstate. Down in Greenville, we will give you the fourth quarter of the season and where we will be on the Ingles Living the Dream tour. And again, we could not do it without the support of namely you guys, but also our fantastic sponsors. Ingles Supermarkets, low prices, love the savings. Clarissa sells WNC.com. Parks Ford of Hendersonville, and Appalachian Motor Coach. We're going to be hopping in some motor coaches going on some trips this year as well. So they did a great job taking care of us for the NFL draft in Pittsburgh, and we are pleased to have them partner with us in this endeavor as well. So hit us up on all the social medias at the Sportsocracy. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. If you're not done with our dumbassery, keep following us on the YouTube, everywhere on the iHeartRadio app, and over on 104.9 FM Fox Sports Upstate. We'll see you guys back here at 3 on Monday.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Some places had 3-inch rains west of the city and widespread 2-inch rains yesterday and last night. It is a tropical atmosphere over us. More thunderstorms tonight, 65. and then partly to mostly cloudy, humid over the weekend, and temperatures in the upper 70s on Saturday, mid-80s on Sunday, and mid-80s for Monday. I'm meteorologist Scott Lauriamore. That's the latest Weather Channel forecast.
This report is sponsored by Bojangles. It's bow time.
It's bow time. Some classics never go out of style, like hickory smoked bacon, egg, and American cheese on a scratch-made biscuit. For a limited time, get a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit with crispy bow rounds for only $5. Order in the app or at Bojangles. It's bow time.
Zipper merge, people. It's not that hard. Your time-saver traffic on ESPN Asheville.
Traffic is stop and go, 240 westbound between Charlotte Street and Montford Avenue, 240 eastbound slow between Amboy Road and exit 4A. Future 26 westbound slowing between 240 and Broadway Street. Future 26 eastbound busy between Elk Mountain Road and Broadway Street. 26 eastbound very busy between I-40 and Brevard Road. 26 westbound busy between Brevard Road and I-40. 40 westbound busy between Hendersonville Road and George's Branch Road. I'm Lee Minfield with your time saver traffic.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
When power goes out and cell networks fail, AM radio can be a lifeline with local news, weather, and emergency information. But time is running out. AM radio could disappear from new cars unless Congress acts. Please text the 2 letters AM to 39179 and tell Congress to vote yes on the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act. Text the letters AM to 39179. Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP. This message furnished by this station.
Dan Scott here, inviting you to check out my new show every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. here on ESPN Asheville, where we bring sports and faith together. The Dan Scott Show, 8 a.m. Sundays on ESPN Asheville.
For more information about contests on this station, go to espnavl.com/rules.
When you see this in your kitchen,
the stainless steel fridge is covered in fingerprints.
You hear this.
Leslie, people are going to think you were raised in a barn or by wolves, or raised in a barn by wolves.
Fortunately, Wyman Stainless Steel 3-in-1 cleans, shines, and protects to give you the best shine. A spray and a wipe will have your fridge shining like a mirror.
Wow, my fridge looks brand new. Your fridge looks amazing, Leslie. Sorry, I was being a little dramatic earlier.
Your kitchen says a lot about you. Let it brag with Wyman.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Ever since they started clearing yards after Helene, the Chainsaw Brothers stay committed to helping rebuild Western North Carolina.
Whether you have a dead tree dangling somewhere dangerous, or you need to clear years of overgrowth, tree trimming, or tree removal, we can get the job done.
It's fully insured and licensed work from local professionals you can trust.
Residential or commercial jobs, we got the tools and the crew.
Call the Chainsaw Brothers today at 316-1013. That's 316-1013.
Follow us on Facebook to see how we treat our family. And check us out at chainsawbrother.com.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
If you run a business, you know how hard it is to get your customers' attention. Yet 85% of consumers say radio is the last thing they hear before shopping. Let iHeartRadio help you reach your next customer today at iHeartAdvertising.com.
ESPN Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. And an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Yo. Oh, boy.
You got to hear me go, woo, over the air.
Woo! Is that what he called about?
Yeah. Fortunately, I didn't. I was like, at least I was being honest. I was like, yeah, it's not the right demographic. I don't know.
What happened?
Yeah, that did go. He goes, but it was super quiet. He goes, the only reason I knew is I heard my name. I was like, okay.
It's the year of the quarterback.
I got caught up talking to Rich and didn't pop my thing out of A. I'm glad I didn't say anything else.
Yeah, that's fine. You make my brain hurt sometimes. Now you know you can't say the wordy dirts on the radio bot. None of them.
All the way down the rabbit hole now.
Fire them cannons, by golly.
Being a Jets fan, toxic. It's a football Friday.
And for the 2027 mock draft, the Panthers take.
Tank needed our help to download Instagram. First reel he ever posted. 19 million views.
You're in the Sportsocracy. We'll be back right after this.
My penance in hell is going to be following Tank Spencer around with a camera.
You can find us everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app or catch us on YouTube.
We have breaking news. Tank, hit the button. Oh, it's a great day to be alive, ain't it? Oh, yeah. I lived in Greenville for a couple years. Absolutely loved it.
You buzzy. And howdy, Greenville. How y'all doing? It's the Sportsocracy on 104.9 FM, Fox Sports Upstate. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene. And he is sweet baby Trey Falco back there in the Ingalls studio in downtown Greenville, set and ready to just talk some football here as we go into the weekend. So you got a comment, you got a question, you got a bold statement to make, plant your flag right here with us on the Roo. 864-240-5480 is the call-in line. 864-240-5480, or hit us up on the text line, 864-777-9593. 777-9593. That's the text line. You can get your message across that way as well. Or you can go to the sportsocracy.com, click the live video link in the middle of the page. That'll take you to the YouTube channel. You can watch us live here on the Roo, and you can also chat with us once you subscribe to the channel. So several ways for you to get involved in today's program. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's next on the Ingalls Living the Dream tour.
The first quarter is out.
Yes.
And now we have to release it to the Greenville crowd, just so that you know exactly how insane we actually are.
So we embark on the Ingalls Living the Dream tour part 3 this year, where we go to the best games we can possibly fit into a yearly schedule around as many places as we can go. We try to keep it close to home just because, traveling all over the country is not really ideal.
Yeah, we don't keep it that close to home, Tank. The guy that did it, I go ahead and tell you, it's more miles than many NFL teams travel this year.
Which is craziness. Absolute craziness. But, yeah, okay. All right, so he didn't even take location into account this year. Apparently.
No, I did. It's just, look.
That's kind of the point.
We got a lot of quarterbacks that we got to see. It's the year of the quarterback, and I want to see them all.
That's right. There are 18 quarterbacks, draftable quarterbacks in the 2027 NFL draft that Jeremy is making it the goal of this tour to go see each and every one of them. So for the Asheville crowd, we unveiled the first quarter of the season. The fourth quarter of the season will be announced first to you, the fine family of the Roo. Yes. But first, we'll give you the first leg of the tour. The Eagles Living the Dream Tour will start in Canton, Ohio, as we've told you, for the Hall of Fame game. We will be there for the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. We will take you as close to the action as we can through our social medias and live shows and all of the things. So you make sure that you can follow, or that you are following us on all of the social medias at the Sportsocracy. We will be doing live shows from up there in Cleveland while we are there and / Canton. And then Jeremy's going to go on vacation. And then it's time to get down to business. Because on the opening season or the opening week of the college football season, that Labor Day weekend, last year we did 5 games in 5 days.
And then Tank almost had a heart attack and died, and so we decided to do 4 games in 4 days this year.
Correct. We kicked it back by 1. It was like, 5 and 5 is a little much.
I'm pretty sure watching his North Carolina Tar Heels get their skulls rocked by TCU was actually what sent him over the edge.
It didn't help. It certainly didn't help anything. Also, the fact that when we went to that game on that Monday night, I had to work at 4 a.m. the next day. And
I had to drive home. I forgot you didn't even leave. We drove home from Chapel Hill. I dropped him off in the parking lot at like 3:30, and he's like, I'm just going to go in here. I think you took a nap on my couch, didn't you?
I did. I got like an hour and a half nap in before I had to start the morning shift on that Tuesday, and away we went. And then I think I made it to Friday.
I thought it was Thursday, but it was
the next
Thursday.
One. Yeah, before I was like, I feel something in the old chest, and
the birdie's trying to get out of the cuckoo clock.
Yeah, and my doctor was like, no, your heart's okay, but your body is absolutely exhausted, so you need to chill out for a while. So hopefully this year it's not going to be that bad. We won't be traveling all over the Carolinas and Georgia for this one, because we will start week 1 with the Colorado Buffaloes and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Well, I mean, we felt like we had to get a Deion Sanders game in there before he got fired. So
that's a great answer.
Yeah, I mean, there are no living the dream year of the quarterbacks in that game, but we will be in Atlanta for a couple days to do shows. Tank will probably join us for the second game, because that second game is his game.
That would be Baylor and Auburn in the kickoff game at the Mercedes-Benz Dome.
The Aflac kickoff game. We will see DJ Lagway, former Florida quarterback, Byron Brown, former South Florida quarterback. They are both in the year of the quarterback. They're on the lower side, don't get me wrong, but they are in it. They are both very talented kids. That will be a fun game. I think Baylor may be better than people think. Auburn fans seem to love telling me how much better they're going to be. I will actually not be around for that game because business manager Megan and I will have departed for Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Clemson at LSU in week 1. We will be in the other Death Valley to see the Battle of the Tigers. Mm-hmm. I did ask Tank in the previous show, Megan is from Louisiana. Do you think she will talk like Ed Orgeron when we get off the plane in Baton Rouge? Like, you think the little 5'1" cherub just walks off the plane and goes, I go out the same way I came in, or do I have to go through another door?
LSU and Clemson, the highlight of the weekend. And then, what is it? So that's Saturday night.
That is Saturday night.
Sunday, I will be in Nashville, Tennessee for Ole Miss and Louisville. So Trinidad Chambliss, one more quarterback on the list, marked off in the year of the quarterback. Then there will be a week of shows where we are checking in with Jeremy down in Dallas.
I will be live in Dallas, Texas. I'm actually doing a show from inside a Dale Earnhardt privately owned race car.
What?
Yep.
Oh, I said it. And I meant it.
Does it run?
I don't know. If it does, I promise you they're not going to tell me how to turn it on.
Will they let you drive it? Will they at least let you coast in it just for a second?
How about you get 4 big dudes that just push me real hard? How about that?
100%. Whatever it takes. We can do some camera tricks and make it look like you were driving that thing.
Rubbing's racing, boys. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
And then if you're asking why Dallas, why is that the destination? Well, it's because it's the lead up to the big matchup between the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns at Jerry World.
I will be doing that tailgate from inside a cow costume.
That was the penance.
Well, our wonderful listeners, we said if they raised, what was it? If we raised 250 gallons of milk or 500 or something, I said I would do the tailgate from Ohio State, Texas, from a cow costume because I will be rooting for the Texas Longhorns.
Well, that's right. That was for the Ingalls Manna Food Bank milk drive.
Well, we said 500 and they did 1,500. So now I'm afraid that I'm going to have to do it from inside a cow costume while actually riding a cow because they went that far over the top. And
I think because they did so well on that, you should have to wear the cow costume and get your nose pierced. You have to get one of those bull rings in your nose.
Yep.
Pass.
I get that.
I know a feller in downtown Asheville that'll do it for you.
Pass.
He doesn't have a shop, but he'll put a hole in your nose for you.
Pass.
Ohio State and Texas at Jerry World. That will be the week 2.
Week 2 of college football, week 1 of the NFL.
Oh, that's right, because then kickoff for Jeremy on the NFL season is going to be just a little ways away from there in Houston, Texas. The Buffalo Bills come in to take on C.J. Stroud and the Texans in week 1.
I'm going through a table. It's happening. I am going to get power bombed through a table in Houston, Texas.
You better find a very strong fan to do that.
It's probably going to take 2 or 3. It's going to have to be like The Shield. We're going to have to do the Shield thing where 2 of them lift me up and then Roman Reigns just
pushes you over.
Yeah.
Are you going to set the table up or is it going to be a solid table?
No, it's going to be a trick table.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going through like an oak table. It will be a Buffalo Bills folding table for sure.
100%.
And I will try to stick the landing to avoid the broken rail that I have seen catch a few people.
Yeah, no, you got to cut the rail. You got to slice that rail so it breaks.
Yeah, we could do that.
The old trick of the trade. And then the next week, there's a Friday-Saturday doubleheader as Miami and their star quarterback, Darian Mensah, he'll be making the trip back to the state of North Carolina so they can take on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons in Winston-Salem. And then Saturday in Charlotte is the Dukes Mayo kickoff game where West Virginia will be taking on Virginia.
I mean, I have to go watch the superior Virginia whip up on the Virginia that wasn't even cool enough to tell us what direction they are.
That's not the way I thought you were going with that, but okay.
John Denver ever write a song about Virginia? No. Oh, but the song's actually about Western Virginia. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Then he boo-boo kittied real bad because West Virginia is a way cooler place.
It is a way cooler place, apparently, because Jeremy is actually going to get to go to West Virginia the next weekend.
Back home. Going back down country roads to the place I belong. To see Drew Mestemaker beat the absolute bejesus out of my college.
Yes. But hopefully you will get a good NFL game that week when you guys make the trek over to Pittsburgh for the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes, we will be at Acrisure. I will do a couple shows from Pittsburgh before we come back. My wife has never been in the stadium for a Steelers game. That will be her first one. She absolutely hates the Cincinnati Bengals, so we are very excited to get to for her to get to see that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So your wife will get to go on a trip that week. My wife will get to go on a trip that week because me and my wife will be heading down to Athens, Georgia to see the Georgia Bulldogs take on the Oklahoma Sooners. Primo game between the hedges. Should be a fantastic time, and I will share all of the pictures from that one. I'll see if I can get a one-on-one interview with Uga, though, because that'll be riveting television. Riveting social media.
I guarantee never mind. No good can come from what I was getting ready to say.
Keep that one in your pocket there. So that is the first quarter of the Ingles Living the Dream tour.
That is the first month and a little bit more. That is the month of August and September. We will release October, November, December, probably from Canton. And then we will release the final leg of the Living the Dream Built Different tour in the 6 o'clock hour.
Okay.
And there's some doozies on that bad boy.
Mm-hmm. So stick with us if you want to find out where we're going on the last quarter of the tour this upcoming season. And again, you can follow us on all the social medias at the Sportsocracy, so you can stay as close to the action with us as you want to. Or heck, I mean, you can go to the same games that we're going to and let us know. I mean, we won't be able to help you pay for any of that, but I mean, if you want to come hang out, you're more than welcome to.
No doubt. We will do tailgates at almost all of these games. So if you want to come out, have a cold adult beverage or a water, or a Capri Sun, whatever you want to choose, you can do that. We have a full tailgate setup this year. I am going to annoy a lot of people. Tank, tell the people about the speaker. It's my new favorite toy.
Oh yeah, he got himself a new wireless speaker that is the Bluetooth and everything, and you put this thing on like 4 and it'll rattle the windows in your car.
I can actually blow the windows out in the studio at 7 or higher. The speaker itself is almost as big as Tank.
He turned it on the other day, and Eddie Fox, I thought, was going to kick him in the keister because he was messing up his voice tracks with making the mic in the other studio rumble with this thing. So yeah, he's got a new toy to play with. So anyway, stick with us, and we'll let you know what's coming up on the last leg of the tour. You want to get involved in the program here, give us a call at the call-in line. That number, 864-240-5480, 864-240-5480, or give us a shout on the text line, 864-777-9593, 864-777-9593. In fact, if you're not doing anything on Sunday night and you want to make the trip over to Charlotte, I've got some concert tickets available for you right now. Give us a call at 864-240-5480. We've got pairs of tickets for Shinedown on Sunday night at the Spectrum Center. They're playing with Coheed and Cambria, Skillet, and From Ashes to New. Give us a call right now, 864-240-5480. Let's let the Sportsocracy and 104.9 FM, Fox Sports Upstate, make you a winner. We'll be right back after this.
104.9 Fox Sports Upstate traffic.
Accident free as we hit rush hour on your Friday afternoon, dealing with our typical volume. 85 south is slow coming out of Spartanburg from 101 down to Pelham Road. We're tied on 85 north from Woodruff up to Pelham. I'd say nothing really out of the ordinary so far this afternoon. That's your latest check of Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. Why pay full price when you can customize and save? Switch to Liberty Mutual. And they'll customize your auto and home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Do you have a question about your home? Y'all call Wally.
Welcome to Y'all Call Wally with Waldrop Plumbing, Air, and Electric's Wally the Walrus.
Hey, Dad.
Wally, what do your technicians do if they come across an air conditioner that's just beyond repair?
Oh, we can fix it.
Right, but what if it's been years since anyone's looked at it and the major components are bad?
We can fix it.
But hypothetically, what if it's so bad that...
Our team can fix anything, Dad, and we're happy to explain the details. Now, sometimes a replacement might be cheaper in the long run, but we'll let you do the math.
But when you say you can fix anything, you mean like anything?
Okay, asteroid impact, zombie damage, crushed by a T-Rex, no guarantees there. Anything else, we can fix it.
Been catching up on a lot of old movies recently, haven't you, Wally?
When I was a kid up in the Arctic, we had 2 channels, and they were both in Norwegian, so...
There you have it, folks. Join us again next time on...
YallCallWally.com.
The summer clearance sale is live at Palmetto State Armory. Stop in today to find great savings on hot clearance items, like huge savings on select clearance clothing and clearance fishing. Stop in today and gear up for summer at your local Palmetto State Armory.
At Harks Buick GMC Greenville, your dream ride awaits, so why settle? Shop popular models like Sierra 1500, Terrain, and Encore. Experience the Parks promise at parksbuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money. A lot. And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, if you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month.
We got a Shinedown winner. Yeah. It's Jerry from North Carolina. I'm sending you his stuff now.
Let's go.
Yeah, just hold on to it. Send me the list. And I'm going to do this like every break.
2025. Oh, okay. That works.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000.
I'll say this, if more than one person calls, just take it.
Credit.
That's pretty much what I did.
Credit.
Good.
Enter it now.
It's the one and only Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know I'm out with the D-R-E.
Back here on 104.9 FM, Fox Sports Upstate. This is the Sportsocracy. I could have let that one run forever. How dare you, Trav? There we go. Yeah. Oh, it is a Friday. Hope you're feeling it too. The weekend right around the corner. Hopefully, you'll get some time to yourself or with the family or whatever your lonesome heart desires.
I'm speaking at a camp.
Yeah, Jeremy's going to a camp for aspiring media professionals between the ages of 15 and 18, I think he said. They're going to get to learn, I guess, various skills, hear different points of view from the industry, and Jeremy is the one that they found to do this.
Yeah, and I fully plan on. You remember that show Scared Straight?
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna do that. My name is Crazy Chris, and from now on, I will haunt your nightmares. Look to your left, look to your right. One of you will not be here by the end of this.
Let me tell you a little something about the media game in 2026.
I was skinny and didn't drink when I started. You take that for what it's worth.
That's right. So then Jeremy's got that going on this weekend. I haven't got a single thing planned, which as
staring down this Ingles Living the Dream tour, going, I need to save all my energy because it's going to be a busy year. We've got 18 quarterbacks to go see through the year of the quarterback on the Ingles Living the Dream tour. And as you can tell from our first quarter schedule, there's going to be a lot of travel involved in that. We will have the fourth quarter of the schedule coming out to you exclusively live here on 104.9 FM Fox Sports Upstate, coming up in the next hour of the program, the 6 o'clock hour. So stick around for that. The middle of the season, or as Jeremy likes to call it, the meaty clackers of the season, we're still putting those T's and Q's and R's and I's and dotting them and crossing them and all those things. So we will be releasing those probably while we're up in Canton for the Hall of Fame game on the kickoff of the Ingles Living the Dream tour.
Hey, give us a call. Maybe we find a way to get to Philadelphia to see LeBron James playing for the 76ers.
Oh. You know, I had to think about that longer than maybe I should have, because I started to think pass, and then you know what, it might not be a bad thing.
Oh, to see LeBron the final time?
Yeah, get to go see LeBron play one more time before he gets gone out of this league. But hey, according to the contract, we've got 2 more years. We've got this year and next year, as long as he still decides he wants to play next year for $4 million. Is he getting $8 million total between the 2 years, or is it a 2-year deal for $8 million a year?
It's 2 years, $4 million per year.
It tracks.
Get a ring to it.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, it tracks. I think I said that at one point. We were talking about this, and my whole take on it was, I don't care. I don't care how much money you want to throw at me. If my goal is to win a ring, I'm telling Philadelphia I'll play for $1. And that's essentially what he did.
Yeah. I mean, the man's already a billionaire, so I guarantee you he doesn't really care about the money.
Oh, I mean, he's like a financial institution in and among himself, with all of the different businesses that he has money invested in and has done very well at. He's one hell of a businessman, has a hell of a business team around him. Winning another championship, maybe 2 more championships, certainly will help build the legacy. However, I do feel like this is a little bit of a swing here, because if somehow you don't win the East, I was looking at the headline right before this segment started that was some analyst, I don't remember who it was, some analyst saying that this almost makes Philadelphia on the level of the New York Knicks. And
does it though? Because I think they're already past that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I immediately wanted to dive into that a little bit further and find out just what New York entity this guy works for, because only a New Yorker would think that with adding LeBron James to Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey and now Jaylen Brown and VJ Edgecombe for a starting 5 that's as good on paper probably as any starting 5 in the history of the NBA from top to bottom. I think they're not only in their class, they're the favorite for me.
They're the favorite for me. They're plus like 900 in Vegas right now. And I've not going to lie to you, I've already got a piece of it.
Hammer down.
Hammer down. Every starter except Joel Embiid played at the All-Star game, or in All-Star weekend last year. Because Maxey was an All-Star, Jaylen Brown was an All-Star, LeBron was an All-Star, VJ Edgecombe started in the Future Stars game.
Yeah, the sophomore game or whatever.
I said it from Jump Street. As soon as Jaylen Brown got traded to the Philadelphia 76ers, I said, that's where LeBron James is going.
Yep.
Because Miami made no sense. I get it, no state tax. Well, he's not making any money. So what is no state? So he's not losing $125,000, I promise you, LeBron James probably wouldn't bend over to pick up $125,000. He's not going to Miami to play with Giannis Antetokounmpo and me.
Right, and it's not like he's incorporating any of his other businesses in Florida.
By the way, this is, asking for a friend. I am looking at the depth chart of the Philadelphia 76ers. What do you think the chances are that they reach out to me to be the fourth wing? Because I think I could be the 15th player on this team, and it would not matter. I'll come in and shoot free throws once a month and cash my check.
There you go.
Still play more than Embiid.
Oh.
That was harsh.
I will definitely play more than Johnny Broom or Dominic Barlow. Is there a better job in the world than 15th guy on an NBA roster?
Backup quarterback.
Backup quarterback, you're one bad hit away from getting your head knocked off.
Yeah.
That's fair, yeah.
Do you realize that if you're the 15th guy off an NBA bench, 7 cars would have to get lost on the way from the airport to the arena before you even see the floor? I genuinely think I could cut my hands off and be the 15th player on an NBA roster, and nobody would know for at least 3 months.
Yeah. No, I can't really put my finger on one at this moment. I was thinking like long snapper.
Long snapper's a good one because you can do that forever, but you do get hit that way.
Mm-hmm. Backup DH in Major League Baseball.
You keep throwing me things that I'm one thing away from people knowing how bad I am at this.
Caddy.
Maybe.
Caddy's pretty solid.
Like Scheffler's caddy.
The only problem is that as a caddy, you got to know everything about those golf courses.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's a bump in the ground and I don't tell Scotty about that, there's a chance he's either going to hit me with a club or fire me. I don't like that.
No, it's DeChambeau. DeChambeau's the one that.
Oh, the DeChambot. I do love this fight with him and Rory McIlroy. I have to admit their little feud is cracking me up.
Oh, what are they saying?
Rory, buddy, you understand that he would hit you one time and you would explode. You wouldn't even just die. You would explode.
I missed the back and forth. What happened?
Oh, Rory has said, I don't particularly care for old Bryson. Rory, I don't particularly care for you. I'll be honest with you, I think a lot of people don't.
Mm-mm. No, it's his face.
I'm not a DeChambeau guy. DeChambeau gets on my nerves about as bad as anybody in professional sports. My question is, why do you think we care what you think? And then you start this argument, you start this fight, and then Scotty Scheffler gets involved. You do realize that golf is the one sport that it would be the easiest to punch somebody else on the tour in the face.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Rory looks like that little turd in high school that you were kind of friends with, but not really. Like you knew of each other, but you might have hung out in the same crowd every now and then. But for the most part, he was such an elitist POS that he would complain about how hard his childhood is, and then he goes to the lake every weekend.
Rory looks like that kid that if you threatened to punch him in the face, he would put his arms over his face and say, "If you hit me, my dad'll sue."
Also a good one. That's also a good one. And if the golf game ever, the golf game never doesn't, pan out for the rest of his career or whatever, he could probably get a job as the Buc-ee's mascot.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Tank talked about his beaver nuggets. That's not good. It's not good.
You have to make it weird. 104.9 FM Fox Sports Upstate. We will continue with the frivolities here on a Friday evening. If you want to get involved in it or you got some questions, comments, and the like, give us a call at 864-240-5480. Also, if you would like to go see Shinedown on Sunday at the Spectrum Center, Shinedown playing with Coheed and Cambria, Skillet from Ashes to New as well. It's going to be a rock extravaganza at the Hive
You can call right now, 864-240-5480, or hey, claim them on the text line, 864-777-9593, 864-777-9593. We'll be back in the Sportsocracy, brought to you by Ingles Supermarkets right after this.
The story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
In this edition of the Marketers Report, Heather Sparks, head of content at Zenith, discusses the power of radio hosts.
I actually think DJs were the original influencers. You invited them into your home, you invited them into your ear, you built a relationship with them, you understood and trusted the things that were interesting to them.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia connects marketers to the audiences, live conversations, and trusted influencers you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartAdvertising.com.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart. Why do you love movies? Is it the emotion, the spectacle, the escapism? On Raiders of the Lost podcast, we explore cinema like no one else, including huge interviews with stars like Ryan Gosling on Project Hail Mary.
It was like the Jaws shark. Didn't always work, came with its own problems. That's what made it great. The heart of the movie is Rocky and Grace, and their friendship is hard-earned.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Raiders of the Lost podcast, and listen now.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And
got another Shinedown winner.
Try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right.
Woo!
At ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Chad texts in, is he eligible for Shinedown?
/free.
Yeah.
ZipRecruiter.com/.
Okay, yeah, I'll put his name down there.
1049 Fox Sports Upstate Weather.
This is WYFF News 4 Chief Meteorologist Chris Justice.
Do I need like phone number and everything? Are you sending these to them, or they
I need
get
the
on their
email.
box office?
Up to the low to mid 80s as we go into
Yeah, I need
Saturday,
their
with the
email
showers
addresses.
trying to slowly
Okay, that's what I've been
dissipate as
taking
we go
down.
throughout
I
the
just
day.
want to make sure.
As we
Yeah.
go into Sunday, a bit warmer,
Cool.
closer to
All right.
90
When I do it, I
degrees,
usually
cloudy
take down their
skies
phone number
after
too,
those
just in case the
folks
email
out. And then
kicks
going into
back or
Monday and
something, or I
Tuesday,
type
low
it
to
wrong.
Yeah, I've been
or-
taking down both.
Okay,
throughout
good.
each afternoon being possible.
This report is sponsored by
That just helps me know what to pull from
GMC
Chad.
Greenville.
At Hart's
Right.
Buick GMC Greenville, your dream ride away. So why settle? Shop popular models like Sierra.
Technically, he's
1500,
already
Terrain,
in
and
the
Encore.
system, so I can.
Experience the Parks promise
but
at
send it to me.
ParksBuickGMC.com. We are professional.
Oh, okay, yeah,
grade.
yeah, that's true. Since he did
Every
win
15
ACDC.
seconds,
Right.
someone is diagnosed with cancer. If it's happened to you or someone you love, the American Cancer Society can help at every step of the journey. Visit cancer.org today.
Hey, it's Just Jeff, and it's time for the Track Chat Live Short Track Report. Tomorrow night, we have Harris Speedway with the Pure Stock Wars and Kids Bicycle Races, Cherokee Speedway, Lancaster Motor Speedway with the Saturday Night Weekly Series, and Toccoa Raceway with the Sharp Mini Late Models. And now here's the Rocket David Roberts with our asphalt tracks.
Tomorrow, Newport Speedway with the ASA Stars National Tour coming to town.
And you can listen to us every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. on 104.9 Fox Sports Upstate, or visit trackchatlive.com for all the latest news.
This is 1049 Fox Sports Upstate Traffic.
Middle of the 4 o'clock hour, volume is on the rise on the interstates. 85 northbound from 291 up to Lawrence Road was slow, slowing in on 85 north from Woodruff Road up to Pelham, and 85 south is tight.
We're going to adjust your out on this. It automatically rolled into that next spot block.
From White Horse Road down to 185. That's your latest check. Time saver traffic.
This report is sponsored by Corley Plumbing, Air and Electric.
Your home deserves dependable care. From plumbing and HVAC to electrical and generators, Corley handles it all with financing options available to make comfort easier. Trust Corley.
Corley Plumbing, Air and Electric.
When power goes out and cell networks fail, AM radio can be a lifeline with local news, weather, and emergency information. But time is running out. AM radio could disappear from new cars unless Congress acts. Please text the 2 letters AM to 39179 and tell Congress to vote yes on the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act. Text the letters AM
so you'll be out
to
at
39179. Message and data
10
rates
for
may apply.
57 what?
And you may text stop to stop this message.
Well,
from
technically
Friday
57:40.
station.
There's an extra 10 seconds there.
was screaming on set to get his voice weather warned for the Odyssey. From the TikTok Podcast Network, Raiders of the Lost Podcast has the whole story about the biggest movies of the summer. Download the iHeartRadio app and search Raiders of the Lost Podcast now.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them. They have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go. And that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ziprecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ziprecruiter.com/radio. ziprecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
The greatest shopping event of the summer is here. Macy's Black Friday and July sale is back, where you'll find 40 to 60% savings on all the hottest summer fashion and more. Don't wait. Get first dibs on everything you love about Black Friday shopping, from unbeatable sales across the store to curated styles for the season at lower than low prices. Head to Macy's now for a fun-filled holiday shopping adventure smack dab in the middle of summer. It's the can't miss sale of the month, Black Friday and July at Macy's. Savings off select prices. Exclusions apply.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfect. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team. Meet it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ziprecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Try it free.
Back in the Sportsocracy, 104.9 FM, Fox Sports Upstate. You know, normally I don't get stumped with bumper music, but that was one. Was that like the Culture Club or something? What was that?
Duran Duran.
Oh, Duran. Okay, all right.
It's just not. It's anything but Hungry Like the Wolf.
It's the old Duran. It's okay. Yeah. Same 80s music, just a little less makeup than the Culture Club.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Good for you. Sweet Baby Trey back there in the Ingalls studio, downtown Greenville, spinning the hits for you on a Friday here on 104.9 FM, Fox Sports Upstate. Again, the call-in line is open. Text line as well. 864-240-5480 is the call-in line. 864-777-9593, the text line. Cowboys in the news today. Weird. Jeremy, one of your guys in the news associated with the Dallas Cowboys. Will Greer former West Virginia Mountaineer, former Carolina Panther. Former Davidson. I can't remember what Davidson High School's mascot is, but from Davidson, North Carolina, Will Grier is going to be an offensive assistant for the Dallas Cowboys coaching staff this year. Signed by the Panthers in the offseason to be one of their backup quarterbacks, and then apparently he just decided to retire and start coaching.
Wow.
So there you go. There you go.
I mean, it's a lot better day than another former Dallas Cowboy quarterback had today.
Yeah, Tony Romo not having a good time. Well, he did have a good time.
He had too good of
a good time. And the cops went, "No, sir, you cannot drive inebriated on this here highway." And he is now facing a charge up in Wisconsin as he was participating in an amateur golf tournament over the weekend. And they followed him, pulled him over. He failed the field sobriety test, that they say, and now he's facing a charge. And he did provide one of the more comical celebrity mugshots that we've seen recently, because he looked like he had turned the clock back to his college days. Where was it? Southern Illinois? Is that where he went?
Yes. Or northern? Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's Southern Illinois.
Or was it Eastern Illinois?
Eastern Illinois. I think you're right on that one. I knew it was a directional Illinois that was not Northern Illinois. Because I remember him getting drafted and me going, I don't think I've ever heard of that school before. That's a direction I wasn't aware that they had in the state of Illinois.
Well, you don't remember getting drafted because he didn't get drafted, but he was.
Well, I mean, when he
was a UDFA.
Right, like when he finally became a thing, it was like, hey, we have this quarterback, and he's from a school you've never heard of. So, yeah, sorry, I misspoke. Not drafted, but whenever he got drafted into my brain as a quarterback in the NFL, because I would have had no idea who the hell he was. I'm sure Mr. Quarterback Whisperer, you knew who he was before the draft, didn't you?
I mean, I knew who he was. I was a little shocked that he wound up being a starter. But I will say Eastern Illinois has one of the greatest lineages of quarterbacks of any itty-bitty school ever.
Okay. You want to tell us who's on that list, or?
I was. You had this look like you were going to guess, and then you looked like me in algebra when I was in the 10th grade. Are you looking for a letter or a number with a letter?
Names. We're looking for names.
What you got? Teach what you want. It's Tony Romo, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Sean Payton. All three Eastern Illinois quarterbacks.
Okay. Sean Payton.
The irony is that of those three quarterbacks, only Jimmy Garoppolo's greatest contribution to the sport was as a quarterback.
Because Tony's was his
as a broadcaster, and Sean Payton's has been as the most annoying coach in the league.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Sean Payton and I, since we are on in Greenville, and the Greenville crowd doesn't know this, Sean Payton and I had one interaction one time that soured me for life. That dude could cure the lettuce squirts, and I would still say Sean Payton is the worst.
We don't call it that. That's disgusting. I have unilaterally decided I'm sick of the cyclospora talk. I'm tired of the explosive diarrhea. We call this the salad shooters. Okay? You get a case of the salad shooters.
Somehow that's grosser. I don't know how that was grosser, but it was.
How is that worse?
It's worse. It's just worse in my mind. Hang on a second.
Talk
amongst yourselves for a second.
Tank, it's always funny when Tank breaks himself.
I'm sorry.
Like nobody else actually said anything, but Tank's debauchery somehow got the better of him.
Well, look, I planned. I had been thinking about that. Like, I'm going to drop this on the air at some point today, and I couldn't get it in the morning show this morning. I get it in on this show, and then the response to it was so perfect that you tickled me for a second. God, that's so much worse.
Somehow it is worse.
It's not somehow. It's just
you're just a Grossman. That's you are a Rex Grossman.
Yeah. Just calling it like I see it. That's it.
Yeah, Sean Payton, not my favorite. No, he is definitely not on my Christmas card list year in and year out.
He is one hell of a football coach, though, and that is one of those. I think he proved he's got it wherever he goes. After last year with Denver, if there were doubters on the Sean Payton train, I believe you all have to exit now if you're still in that boat. Because I never would have thought that team would be a few snaps away from a Super Bowl. And yet here we are. He's done it in New Orleans, and then now he's done it in Denver as well. Never knew he went to Eastern Illinois, so thank you for the little education nugget here today. Trey, did I hear that we've got a phone call?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go over to the call-in line on 104.9 FM, Fox Sports Upstate. Joining us in the Sportsocracy, 864-240-5480. Caller, who's this?
This is Rocky, and I have forgotten everything I was going to call in.
We do have that effect on people from time to time.
I'm sorry, was that too much?
I do that to my wife all the time. I'll say something stupid, and she's got this look like, why did I marry you again? Because I'm questioning my entire life decisions based on the stupid thing you just said.
All right. So let me see if I can regather here. Anyway, first of all, on Trey and his bumper music, he's the best. Now, I don't know about Duran, but for the most of the time, he is bringing it at high velocity.
Yes.
Okay, Trey. So I'm giving you a pass on Duran. Nonetheless, because that was popular back in my day.
Mm-hmm.
For some people, not me. Nonetheless,
I was going to say, how much eyeliner were you wearing, Rocky?
On LeBron, I mean, it was a given he was going to go to the Eastern Conference. Now, which team? But you're right. Now that because I mean, if he goes anywhere, he wouldn't have a chance of getting to the. If he's going to stay in the West, the Lakers would have been the best place to stay, and they're not going to make it to the conference. I mean, not going to make it to the finals. Mm-hmm. Not in the West right now, but in the East, that's a different thing. And with Jaylen Brown going to Philly, and now you've got to put the Sixers right there. With, I mean, you still got the Cavs, you still got the Celtics, you still got the Knicks, you still got the Heat, and then the Sixers. I think those five teams. One of those five teams is going to come out and is going to be in the finals.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's pretty much a given there. As far as the NBA goes, NFL wise, and y'all were talking about your tour and where you're going, Jeremy, and you're going that Buffalo, Houston. That's very interesting as the start of the season. So you got me thinking. So I looked at the Commanders schedule. I wanted to see how they started out, and I was like, oh crap! They go to Philly, they go to Dallas, and then they got Seattle. I tell you what, Jeremy, if they come out of that, if the Commanders / Skins come out of there 2-1, let's just say I'm gonna be optimistic. 2-1, I'm gonna be an excited camper if they come out of the start of that schedule.
The Commanders' schedule is a lot like I always pictured riding a bull would be. If you stay on for 6 seconds, you might as well just hang on for the remainder because after the three you said, they go Colts, Giants, 49ers. I think they're better than all three of those teams. Personally, I think they're significantly better than two of them. Then there is that Eagles-Rams in the middle. but you look at the back end and let the good times roll.
Smooth sailing.
Well, as long as they're healthy, as long as they stay healthy, Jaden Daniels can stay healthy, and they can. I mean, like for the most part, I'll be anxious to see how their number one draft pick, and his name is escaping me.
Sonny Styles,
a really good draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
How he performs on defense at linebacker.
Well, I will say, if my contacts in Washington are to be believed, Sonny Styles has done everything short of fly this offseason.
Really? Wow.
I mean, I'm talking to guys that are high level evaluators, and I mean, some of the things I've heard about Sonny Styles are insane, just of how he moves. I mean, and I've seen it. He moves in a way that you do not see many guys that are 6'5", and he's just so long and he's so coordinated that I do think he changes that defense quite significantly.
You know, that's like play a linebacker at that height. I mean, that's like having a cornerback most people say your best cornerbacks are because they're low to the ground or what, like 5'10", 5'11", something like that. No. The taller they get, the less your center of gravity gets less or whatever. But you've seen some tall cornerbacks. I mean, for example, I'll use one for example, and he just retired, but he's great, and that's Stephon Gilmore, who came out of South Carolina. He was a taller cornerback. I think he was a little over 6 feet, maybe 6'1", or I'm not really sure. But you've seen even tall cornerbacks that can, I don't know, that have been successful. And that's kind of the same way. If you got a tall cornerback that can play corner like a 5'10" or 5'11" corner, that's almost like I don't know, a second player. Kind of. I mean, yeah. So,
Rocky,
anyway,
we appreciate the phone call, man.
Yeah, man. Take care.
Yes, sir. Be safe out there on the roadways and have yourself a great weekend. This is the Sportsocracy on 104.9 FM Fox Sports Upstate. You want to get involved in the program, it's just as easy as picking up the phone. Give us a call at 864-240-5480. 864-240-5480, or hit us up on the text line at 864-777-9593. We'll be right back.
Until you can't reach overhead or put on your shirt, and waking up at night just because you can't get comfortable, then you hear rotator cuff tear, pain from arthritis, you may need surgery. Hey, it's Richmond Weaver, and before you make that decision, consider getting a second opinion from QC Kinetics.
Yeah.
Once a shoulder joint is replaced, there's no turning back. Shoulder surgery isn't your only option.
Shape it up there, fat boy.
Regenerative treatments, basically concentrating your body's own healing ability right where your shoulder is breaking down, so you're actually dealing with the source of the pain. QC Kinetics' #1 goal, to get you relief and keep you out of the operating room. Just in and out treatments that work around your life, not the other way around. So before you make a decision that impacts your future, like surgery, get a second opinion. At least see what else is out there. Call QC Kinetics today. They have a free consultation waiting on you. 864-766-8454. That's 864-766-8454. 864-766-8454.
If you run a business, you know how hard it is to get your customers' attention. Yet 85% of consumers say radio is the last thing they hear before shopping. Let iHeartRadio help you reach your next customer today at 844-844-iHeart.
Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
A lot of apps like to say they're free until they ask for your credit card. iHeartRadio is different. No required subscriptions, no trial periods, no surprise charges. We make money from our advertisers, not from you. It's the same radio you've never paid for. Live radio stations, playlists, podcasts, and artist stations, all in one app. So if you haven't already, download the free iHeartRadio app. Free radio. Always has been, always will be. Now wherever you go.
iHeartRadio.
Portions of the following program will be recorded.
#1 on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. From the Ingalls studio, this is WROO FM Malden, 104.9 Fox Sports Upstate, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Number 1 on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeart Radio app. From the Ingalls studio, this is WROO FM Malden, 1049 Fox Sports Upstate, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. From the Fox Sports studios in Los Angeles, here's Isaac Lowenkron.
LeBron James announced today that he's signing with the Philadelphia 76ers on a 2-year, $8 million deal. James posting on social media, quote, "I thought I was done when the season ended, but I still truly love this game and I have more to give. I believe I can help make the Philadelphia 76ers a championship team, and I am so excited to energize a new fan base," unquote. In the NFL, Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid announced that Patrick Mahomes has been cleared to fully participate in practice at the outset of training camp, adding, "We'll just take it day by day and see how he does." NFL on CBS lead analyst and former Dallas Cowboys quarterback Tony Romo was arrested overnight in the Milwaukee area on suspicion of operating a vehicle while under the influence.
Ooh, Tank, let's play a fun game.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy.
Brought to you live by Ingalls Markets. Low prices, love the savings.
What? Wait, you don't like peanut butter and jelly?
It's the year of the quarterback.
Old Trip and May over here.
And we have a super chat.
And then he set the freaking house on fire.
You make my brain hurt sometimes.
Now you know you can't say the wordy dirds on the radio box.
We're all the way down the rabbit hole now.
Fire them cannons, by golly.
Being a Jets fan, toxic.
It's a football Friday.
And for the 2027 mock draft, the Panthers take...
Tank needed our help to download Instagram. First reel he ever posted. 19 million views.
You're in the Sportsocracy. We'll be back right after this.
My penance in hell is going to be following Tank Spencer around with a camera.
You can find us everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app or catch us on YouTube.
We have breaking news. Tank, hit the button.
Oh, it's a great day to be alive, ain't it?
Oh, yeah. I lived in Greenville for a couple years. Absolutely loved it.
Jaboozy!
Live from across the Carolinas, up here in Asheville in the Ingalls studio, Jeremy Greene. I'm coming to you from the Clarissa Sells WNC.com home studio here in South Asheville. And then there's sweet baby Trey there in the downtown Greenville Ingalls studio, 104.9 FM, Fox Sports Upstate. You want to get in on the last hour of the program, call us at the call-in line, 864-240-5480, 864-240-5480, or hit us up on the text line, 864-777-9593, 864-777-9593. It is, it's been a big day for the NFL or the NBA news. Of course, LeBron James, the headline story of the day, choosing the Philadelphia 76ers over the Miami Heat or the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's going to, quote, home there in Philadelphia, which I guess he's just a child of everywhere, because L.A. was home, Cleveland was home, Miami was home. And then
home is where your heart is.
Right. Well, his heart and now his hopes for a championship all rest with the Philadelphia 76ers. He is now added to a roster that already was going to be considered a top contender for the East title, at least this year, against the New York Knicks when they traded for Jaylen Brown. And now LeBron has joined the fray, and it's almost, well, no, it's not almost. I'll just say it. It is championship or bust. If somehow he's not able to pull this off with the talent that he will have around him in Philadelphia, he will get all the blame, and it will be a stain on the end of his career, because this is going to be seen by everybody as a sellout. How mad are Los Angeles Lakers fans today finding out that LeBron is playing for $4 million a year for another team?
Well, I mean, you knew it wasn't going to be much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nobody has any money. You know, he's waited so long that unless he was going back to L.A., you knew he was going to be making a penance.
But at $4 million, couldn't anybody have made that happen?
Yeah, he was out on LA because LA ain't winning the title.
Sure. And I get it. I would have made the same move that he made. However, it is going to make things, very interesting. Philadelphia has to go to LA this year. I'm going to be interested to see the reception that he gets when he comes back to town, because any of them probably feel the same way. Our friends up there in Cleveland, they're probably upset as well. He could have come home for $4 million and he chose not to. We all know what this is.
Well, who's not real sad is James Harden and Donovan Mitchell, who really were not looking forward to sharing a basketball with him.
Right. But now there's a lot of sharing that has to happen in the city of brotherly love, as you now have one of the best rosters I've ever seen. Starting fives, anyway. I've been trying to think of a better one, and I can't really put my finger on it.
You got a caller?
864-240-5480. 864-240-5480. If you want to call in, tell us what you're doing this weekend. Make a bold statement about the upcoming football season. You got a question about anything going on in the sports world? We'll try to answer it. 864-240-5480. We got a caller on the line. Caller, who's this?
Hey, it's Roger and Anderson.
Hey, Roger, how you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing good. Well, this is now LeBron's team.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that as in this is where he's going to play. I mean, he is going to go in there and absorb, and whoever's team it was before he got there, they're no longer in charge. That's just the way he does business. He's done it that way for the majority, certainly since 2010, when he did the big reveal that we all sat on our end of our chairs for and couldn't wait to find out.
Right.
They had, this is his last big push to be relevant. And he is relevant. He's still a very good player. He's definitely one of the best players in the league. I'm not going to deny that, but I just hope Philadelphia understands, because I don't pull for the Sixers, but I like it when traditional power teams that I grew up with are good. Philadelphia, Boston, Chicago Bulls.
Yep.
I like it when those teams in those big cities that have basketball tradition matter. And they already mattered, but now it's a different kind of mattering when you throw in LeBron James. Now all the attention will go to him. And is his son part of the package? Are we doing daddy daycare Philadelphia style here? What are we doing?
According to Rob Pelinka, they need a serious offer for Bronny James, which to me would be 4 cubes of ice, a used McDonald's bag, and 7 napkins from Jersey Mike's.
Hey, can we we call?
Now, I'm asking a serious question. He pulled every possible string to get him to the Lakers, and they said, yes, sir. What time do you want him to show up, sir? They drafted the kid. They put him in developmental. They gave him as many minutes as they could get away with. Is Bronny going to Philadelphia? Hey, I'm not trying to. It's a kind of a decent story in a way, but there was too much of a power play for me to wrap myself around daddy and son on the court. It was too much of a LeBron flexing on his team, but that's their fault for letting him flex. LA let him flex, and that's their own stupidity, but they let him flex for far too long. And now he goes to Philadelphia, and again, I'll say it again, whoever Maxey or Embiid, Jaylen Brown, who just got into town and just put his suitcase in his new apartment, it's not your team, guys. This is LeBron's show. If you don't understand it, you will find out soon enough, or you'll be on the bench, or you will be traded.
I would say, as for what you said about Bronny, I'm choosing to believe Rob Pelinka, which is probably a fool's errand because the guy lies like a Persian rug when it comes to what he's going to do with his team, which, I mean, a lot of people do. I would be surprised. I'm looking at Philadelphia's roster right now. They've already got too many players. I would be surprised if they made a move, simply because I don't know what you could give up that would allow you to do that. I mean, look, the starting roster, the starting five for Philadelphia with Maxey, Edgecombe, Brown, LeBron, and Joel Embiid is really strong. Then you get to that second unit, and it gets Dean Wade, Anthony Simons, LeBaron Fillion really fast. So it's not a super deep team, and maybe they find a way. It's just Pelinka has said they're not moving off of him, and I don't think Philadelphia would have any interest with adding any more headache to this. I mean, because look, Maxey's a ball dominant player, Jaylen Brown's a ball dominant player. At some point, you do have to look at this and go, how exactly is this going to work? Because that's the first thing I thought.
How many balls do they play with again? How many balls do they have on the court at one time?
I asked that same question earlier. Are they going to try to play with 3? Because I think for this to work appropriately, they're going to need it.
I have seen this not to this degree or not with these names. The guy that to me is probably thinking about wishing, or at least wishing he was somewhere else, I believe, is Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is a championship level player who was either 1A or 1B, and I would put him at 1A over Tatum in Boston because unlike Tatum, Brown actually can get on the court and stay healthy. And he actually he does make mistakes on the court. I know there's all these geeks with their iPads and their trapper keepers who can analytically tell me that Jaylen Brown is not good. I watched him win a championship and be the MVP of the series, and I pulled for the team that he played for.
Yep.
I think he's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need Bill Gates Jr. to tell me he sucks. So
yeah, and
I think
was,
he would be.
I was going to say
LeBron is going to be ball dominant. I don't care what people say. He's a great passer. He's all-time assist leader. He's the all-time everything leader. But he's going to demand the ball. He's not going to just walk around the court and point and tell people where to go. He's going to demand the ball.
I am curious who becomes the one that seeds the shots, because I've seen Jaylen Brown do it. I have seen Jaylen Brown be deferential, and the assist numbers, they've gone up every single year. The funny thing is that Jaylen Brown was actually more deferential when he was the guy than he was when it was him and Jason Tatum. Yeah. I'm curious. He's the one that I would love. Like if I could have anything out of this, I would love to get Jaylen Brown in a room with no microphone and just, I want you to tell me how you really feel about this. And I'm not going to tell anybody. I just want to know for my own peace of mind. Because I have a feeling when he got traded to Philadelphia, he was already looking at Maxey, who's very ball dominant. Edgecombe, who's more of a finisher, not as ball dominant, but he can be a ball stopper. Embiid barely plays. So I think he's the one that you just kind of put in mothballs. And I was a basketball coach. I did play for many, many years. I'm curious if they're planning on using LeBron James as a big. Because that team's really small.
I think you're right. He could play. They don't even have positions anymore. They're just going to have their 5 guys. That's been going on for years. And LeBron, if Embiid, there's no if. Embiid will not be on the court more than 50 games this year. So LeBron will, and maybe Jaylen Brown too, will play some lower post position, do more rebounding, guard a big for another team. There's not exactly a lot of bigs anymore. Mm-hmm. It's not a big deal to not have a big, you just don't find them. That's why Wemby was so refreshing. He actually made the center position cool. Hadn't been cool for a long time. So, but yeah, it's all going to play out. But I think Jaylen Brown is. I just don't. I think he's an alpha male type. I don't think he's going, and he's got a ring. He's got jewelry that those other guys do not have, and he was the MVP when he did it. I think he's going to be deferential with the ball, but I don't think he's going to be deferential if it comes to some guy flexing on him, LeBron or somebody like that, and trying to get him to do something that he's not exactly crazy about doing. He's not a quiet guy. That's why part of the reason he got traded, he was getting mouthy, so-called mouthy, on his podcast. He was expressing opinions on his podcast, and they didn't like it because it ruffled their golden boy, Jason Tatum. So he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
But I promise the next time I call, I've been hearing some stuff this week about just Herbert. Not anything specific, just a general. I'm still going to say it. The Chargers quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think this is make or break for him. It's either you do it, or we're going to find a way to get some stuff for you and get somebody to do it.
There's a lot on that team. I mean, look, I've said this routinely. I'm probably higher on the Chargers than any analyst I know of, solely because I'm looking at the way that team's built. And this is going to sound egotistical. I don't mean for it to. Anytime I see a team and I look at the last 5 draft classes and I see a team that looks like what I would have wanted to build, that's what the Chargers are. Because I've always liked Herbert. I think Herbert, he's a little goofy, and he's got a little surfer boy California thing to him that I think ruffles some people the wrong way, and he's got the really pretty girlfriend. I love the running back. The receiver room is the most nameless good receiver room in NFL history. Because I'm telling you, Brennan Thompson is going to be Mike McDaniel's version of Tyreek Hill in L.A. because that kid can absolutely fly. And you mix that with McConkey, who's got the good hands out of the slot, Quentin Johnston, who has the bad hands on the outside, but he wins a lot, and then Trey Harris. That's the one that I look at and go, that kid's going to have a breakout in year 2. And that offense is going to be good, and I've always thought the defense was good.
The defense is solid, and the name you mentioned, Mike McDaniels, to me, is why I'm saying that it's either Herbert either takes a big step, as in divisional round, or they're seriously looking at a different player at that position. I think that, I've never been a Herbert fan. I know he's got the arm. To me, he doesn't throw enough change-ups. He still throws way too many fastballs. That's what the trouble I've had with him for me is just he sometimes the juice on that ball is just sometimes too hot too many times. And he's got the receivers now. They're nameless, but they're good. And I'm just saying that the Chargers to me are this year with the Kansas City situation and that divisions and their division situation is up for grabs.
That division's really good.
Sort of like not quite to the degree of Josh Allen, but getting there. And because they're in the same division as Kansas City, they need to get there.
I cannot foresee a path where Los Angeles turns their back on Justin Herbert.
Well, you got 2 years. The new contract basically makes it, if he gets to 30, and you say you can't see him doing it, here's where I will say I could. Jim Harbaugh took this job for one reason and one reason only. He won the national title at Michigan. He gave the double birds to Ohio State. He gave the double birds to the NCAA, and he went to the NFL, and he had one intention. I'm going to win a Super Bowl, and then you're going to look at me as the coach I have always looked at myself to be. And look, I think Jim Harbaugh's a great NFL coach. Hasn't had the greatest success in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think so.
But he's had really good success in year 3. If you look at everywhere he's been, from San Diego to Stanford to San Francisco to Michigan, and this is year 3 with the Chargers. Year 3 is where you always see what they really become.
Okay, so you're not totally making my point, but you're adding a lot of what I meant by that. And I'll give you one name to think about as far as if he gets to the playoffs. If he has a C.J. Stroud type performance where he is the problem, where he lays multiple eggs in a playoff game like Stroud did against New England last year, where he was the reason they lost, where they had all the other pieces around him, but Herbert is the reason they don't get over, and Herbert makes bad decisions. I'm just saying, at some point it becomes it's still a team, and everything else is looking good, but that one guy. And at that point it becomes a mental thing, and it's a mental thing for him to get over that barrier in the playoffs. And you start to wonder, can he ever do it?
It could be one of those things that we're asking ourselves, 3 years from now. And LA is going to have to make a big decision at that point, because, all right, let's say, we go down to 2028. There is an option for from what I'm looking at, there's an option for his career for 2029. There's an out in the contract after 2028.
28's that would be the witching hour.
When the new deal comes, what's it going to cost?
A gajillion dollars.
Yeah. I mean, think about this. Baker Mayfield is about to make $50+ million in this league. That is your line.
That's his last big contract, though.
Do what?
That is Baker's last big contract. They're not gonna. After this contract, runs its course. He's done. I've been out on Baker for 2 years. I've never been in on Baker, but I'm very much out on him for this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's Tampa Bay is sliding back. The Panthers and the Falcons should be both thinking about 11 wins and taking that division. One of them should be running away with that division.
Well, the Panthers need players to stop getting hurt. At this point, they're just trying to get to the season with 53 guys, because this has been the most god-awful camp I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't see Tampa Bay being a factor in the South this year.
I think I said this.
Baker's act gets old and has gotten old quickly.
I said this a couple weeks ago.
He's been playing the I'm the victim card for so many years now.
If I was putting odds on teams to win the South, I would have the Bucks last, because I don't see the high side. Now I would say they probably are the most likely team in the division to finish second. I just don't see I've never been a Baker guy. Tank and I've argued about this so many times that, I can, as soon as you said the name, I saw Tank's face go, oh, God, I'm going to have to listen. Jeremy's about to say mean stuff about Baker, because I do it every single time. I cannot stand him.
I've never believed in him. I don't buy his act. I think he has this chip on his shoulder that is the size of a car.
Yes.
And he's always had that because he's short, and because the way Cleveland did him. Then he went to Carolina, and then he went to the Rams, and he sort of had some Sean McVay juice, and that's fine. And he took it to Tampa Bay, and he did well, and that's fine. I wouldn't pay him a dime to be my quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, the Bucks
would not do it.
Unfortunately, the Bucks will, and they're going to give him a contract that's over $50 million. And my whole point with that was, if this year Baker Mayfield is going to make $50+ million in 3 years, what do you think a quarterback like
70.
Justin Herbert is? At least it's going to be $75 million base. You're not even getting me in the room to talk to you if you're not willing to throw me $75 million on a new contract.
The one that's going to break that scale is Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams will get a deal that is going to blow your mind.
His ceiling is he's still got a high ceiling. He's still got room to improve.
Yep.
We've already seen the best of Baker. Baker is not getting – he's already shown you his full potential and what he can do at his best.
Correct.
Now you're going to pay him $50 million to do less than that and to be a problem in the locker room and to be a big mouth? I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No way.
Yeah. The only thing I will take exception to this is your opinion that he's a problem in the locker room.
His guys love him.
That his act is getting old and all of that. It's getting old for you. It's getting old for fans that don't like Baker Mayfield. It is only making him stronger in Tampa Bay.
That and Roger, I'm gonna tell you, Tank's very connected to that team. I actually have fought this with him forever, and he's not wrong. I don't know why they love him so much there. Mike Evans liked him.
I don't think he's wrong.
Mike Evans liked him. Chris Godwin likes him. Chris Godwin liked him better than playing with Drake May, which blows my mind.
Okay, but here the only thing I'll say to that in some defense is in Tampa Bay. Now, he hasn't won in the playoffs, but he has gotten them in the mix and in the playoffs. So he's proven that he can get them there. What he hasn't proven is what he does when he gets there and all the antics and drama that he'll bring along the way.
Right.
I believe I don't care about howitzer arm and all this stuff. Give me steady over exciting every day of the week.
We appreciate the phone call.
All right, man.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you, Roger.
We hope all of you have a great weekend as well. If you're out there on the roads, stay safe and give us a call. We still got time here for phone calls at 864-240-5480, 864-240-5480. Also, use that number right now as we go into the break. If you want to go see Shinedown in Charlotte on Sunday night at the Spectrum Center, Shinedown in concert with Coheed and Cambria, Skillet, and From Ashes to New. 864-240-5480. You want to go to the show on Sunday night, give Sweet Baby Trey a call there in the Ingalls studio, and we will be back after this.
Fox Sports Upstate weather.
This is WYFF News 4 Chief Meteorologist Chris Justice with your
We're going to
forecast.
stack these breaks.
Off and into the overnight hours. We'll drop down to 68 degrees, up to the low to mid 80s as we go into Saturday.
Might as well, and then when we come back, we'll do the fourth quarter reveal.
Yeah. As Sunday, a bit warmer, closer to 90 degrees with partly cloudy skies. An afternoon thunderstorm can't be ruled out. And then going into Monday and Tuesday, low to mid 90s with a pop-up thunderstorm each afternoon being possible.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form
of Trey, can you still hear me?
Battery charging and replacement.
Yes, sir. What's
batteries that fit your
Can you hear me
needs.
now?
What makes them America's #1 battery destination?
I've got a button here underneath my desk that I just discovered. It's been here, I guess, for 10 years. It's an on-off switch, but I can't figure out what it's turning on and off.
It's a panic button. The silent alarm.
Maybe. If it is, the cops will be here in a minute. Because I've hit it about 50 times. I've never noticed it. I don't know how I haven't kicked it 1,000 times.
Oh, like putting your leg up?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's right beside where my leg sits. I have no idea how I haven't noticed that before.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a new one to me. You have a because I used to have when I was at RIX down in Anderson, we had a button under the desk and it would unlock the front door.
Oh crap! If I did that, there's going to be some hobo that's coming in trying to kill me.
It's the only other thing I could think of because we had like an electronic lock on there and I could like buzz people in.
Oh, that would be solid.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a much smaller station. I don't know how big Radio Ranch is.
It's pretty sizable.
Okay, yeah. We were like about the size of a barbershop.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. I missed that place, and it was awesome. One of my favorite jobs, honestly.
Indeed.
Go to mymoneyissafe.com and give us a call.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Not all kids with crooked teeth can afford braces. Luckily, there's donated orthodontic services from the American Association of Orthodontists. Kids who qualify can be matched with a volunteer orthodontist. Visit aaoinfo.org.
The Joy Law Firm Traffic Center.
I'll be right back.
Injured? Just call Joy. 888-8888.
This is 104.9 Fox Sports Upstate Traffic.
Let's go once more with feeling on a Friday afternoon ride around the Upstate where we thinned out pretty nicely. We have no accidents currently to point out to you. Just a little bit of volume coming out of Greer, 85 southbound slow from Rockland, Climbing down to Pelham Road. Factor in a few extra travel minutes down that stretch of 85 south. You should still be all right. Be safe wherever you're headed. At your latest check at Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by SC250, Revolutionary South Carolina. In South Carolina, the roads you travel cross the ground where Black Patriots once fought for independence in the American Revolution. Visit SC250.com to learn more.
Revolutionary South Carolina.
Huzzah!
Be a part of it. On the Dan Scott Show, we get to do two of my favorite things. That's talk about faith and sports. Bring them all together. 8 a.m. every Sunday, the Dan Scott Show presented by Ingles just for you here on Fox Sports Upstate.
Harley-Davidson of Greenville has the largest pre-owned inventory in the Carolinas, period. If you're ready to ride, your bike is waiting at 30 Chrome Drive in Greenville, or hit upstateharley.com and claim it before someone else does.
Doug Hall's Garage reminds listeners that 22 veterans take their lives every day. Let's take time to check in with the veterans in our lives. A simple wellness check can go a long way. If you are a veteran in crisis or know someone struggling, please call 988 for immediate assistance. That's from Doug Hall's Garage in Greer at 864-244-5744, reminding our brave veterans you're never alone.
When power goes out and cell networks fail, AM radio can be a lifeline with local news, weather, and emergency information. But time is running out. AM radio could disappear from new cars unless Congress acts. Please text the 2 letters AM to 39179 and tell Congress to vote yes on the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act. Text the letters
Jeremy's
AM
all excited
to
tonight for the White
39179.
House Correspondents'
Message and
Dinner.
data rates may apply. You may receive up to
For
4
what?
messages a month. You may text
The
stop
the
to
White
stop.
House Correspondents'
This message
Dinner
furnished
is
by the
tonight.
station.
Contesting on the station.
I heard
Go to
Whitehall, and I was like,
1049foxsports.com/rules.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is
We were
ready to
told
run
this morning
because
it could be
Grainger delivers
explosive.
the industrial grade products he needs to keep mixers,
Like
conveyors,
salad
and
shooters,
packaging
or
equipment moving. With
I
Grainger's
guess they're
vast
serving
selection of
Taylor
bearings,
Farms
belts, and motors,
lettuce.
He keeps operations
Oh
running
boy!
smoothly.
Either that or it
So
was catered by
nothing grinds to
Taco
a
Bell,
halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER at Grainger.com or just
which
stop by.
wouldn't be too off
Grainger,
brand for this guy.
for the ones who get it done.
I scream. You scream. We all scream. Because Wendy's famous small classic Frosty is just
He's
a
apparently
buck for a
got some
limited
good old
time.
goodness cooked
More
up for
screaming,
tonight.
happy screaming,
Oh,
summer
boy.
screaming,
Yeah.
dollar small classic Frosty
That
screaming.
gives me pause, doesn't it? You?
But please
Oh,
don't.
Jesus, what's he gonna
Right?
say?
It hurts the
You
employees.
telling me he's going to just turn
Get
it
a
up for
$1
this one?
small
Oh,
classic
wow.
Frosty
Okay,
for a
here we
limited
go.
time.
Strap
Only
in,
at
folks.
Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. On the card only, not valid for delivery. The 10 per transaction price may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
.1049 FM, Fox Sports Upstate. This is the Sportsocracy. I'm Tank Spencer. Coming to you from South Asheville in the Clarissa Sells WNC.com home studio. Jeremy back at the Ingles studio in Asheville. And then we got Trey. Manning the phones, running the boards, and of course the master of the bumper.
Ah, thank you.
Back in the Ingles studio there in downtown Greenville.
As we count down to the weekend here, we have the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter of the Ingles Living the Dream Tour is chock full of goodness. Jeremy, we released the first quarter of the schedule in the Asheville show today. So let's tell the folks of Greenville where we're going to be going later in the season.
Trey, we've got a little bit of an echo.
Oh, yep.
There it is.
Thank you.
There it is.
So
Found it.
the Asheville audience, we told them that, you know, we've done a lot of these things before, not all of them, but we wanted to release this to Greenville to tell you, hey, just because the season ends, that doesn't mean we stop, because we're lunatics and we go all the way to the NFL draft. So this is the final leg of the 2026-2027 Ingles Living the Dream Tour. December the 5th. We've never done this before. We've tried to do it. This will be the second year in a row we've tried to do it. Didn't work out last year. We are going to split ourselves, and one of us will do the ACC championship game in Charlotte. The other will do the SEC championship game in Atlanta. I have a pretty good feeling I will end up getting the ACC championship game, and Tank will whine if I don't let him go see his Georgie Bulldogs in Atlanta.
Hopefully we're playing in it again. Being able to see them win an SEC championship last year was quite a bit of fun.
I'm glad it was fun for you. I watched what was an assault on my eyeballs of Ty Simpson trying to complete a pass. Los Angeles Rams fans, that is the future of your franchise. And I actually thought he had a pretty substantial wager against Alabama about a quarter in.
Yep. Take luck.
The following week, as long as I am on the right side of the dirt, this game is going to happen, because it's been on this schedule every year and something has burned us from doing it every single year. This year it's in my team's stadium, so I am going to find a way to get to MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. The game, Army-Navy. I've always wanted to see this.
Yes.
I have always wanted to see this game live and in person. We've got a bunch of military friends. We've got some big ideas with this. And this year we are committed to getting to Army-Navy on December the 12th.
Excellent. And it's in New York this year?
It is in New York this year.
Or
New Jersey. Yeah, I know. That fun game that every non-Jets fan has to play. Well, you're not even in New York. Yeah, because where are you going to put a stadium that size in New York? You ever been? That stadium would have cost $40 billion to put in the state of around New York City.
Oh, I'm going to have to see if I can get my Navy nephew to meet us up there.
Oh, we'll have that one's going to be fun. We've got a lot of things playing with that one. We're committed. We are getting to that game. Even if we don't get in the game, we are going to get to the game.
Mm-hmm.
The following week, we do not know the day, but we will be at the geographically closest college football playoff first round game. I feel pretty sure it's going to be one of the SEC schools. I just don't know which one.
Mm-hmm.
We will then follow that up on New Year's Day. Tank, you get a chance for another good nap because we're going back to the Peach Bowl.
Okay, excellent.
The last time we went to the Peach Bowl, Tank forced me to leave to miss just an outrageous comeback from Arizona State, and he took a 2.5 quarter nap in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that this time, I promise you I will wake you up with a bullhorn in a way that will both startle and ruin your pants.
Okay.
Spend $1,000 on tickets and Tank takes the most expensive nap of his life. This year we do this every year. For the first time, we get to do both pillar to post. January 26th to the 30th, we will be in Mobile, Alabama for the 2027 Senior Bowl. We will then follow that up with a week in Frisco, Texas for the 2027 Shrine Bowl. because finally the powers that be came together and realized, hey, it's the same people that come to both of these. Maybe we should stop doing them at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I have never seen a Shrine Bowl game because it's always on the second day of the Senior Bowl, and I care more about the Senior Bowl. So thank you for finally taking those away from each other.
Did they do that in the right order, though? Shouldn't they do the Senior Bowl after the Shrine Bowl? Based on interest, I would think, like, if we go to the Senior Bowl, or I mean, of course, the diehards are going to be like, yeah, I got to go see the 7th round guy in the Shrine Bowl.
The way it was explained to me is that the call-ups will not obviously be coming from the Shrine Bowl to the Senior, which doesn't happen as much as you think. It will be from the smaller bowls to the Shrine Bowl, and that will give them a week of buffer to rehab and be ready to play Shrine Bowl week.
Okay.
The guys at the Senior Bowl, unless we have dropouts, you're not getting a ton of call-ups from the Shrine Bowl. So I didn't love it, but I get it. I'm going to skip a step, and then we'll come back and have that one be the final release. We will be, March 2nd through the 8th, we'll be at the 2027 NFL Scouting Combine. April 29th through May 1st, we will be at the 2027 NFL Draft. That is in the National Mall in Washington, D.C. That is where we will cap off the Living the Dream Tour. And I'm not going to lie, as the only person in the world that knows all of the dates in between all of this, I will be begging for that like a small child begging for a cookie. Please get me to the draft. I miss my house.
Mm-hmm.
And Tank does not actually know this, but our final announcement of Q4 of the Living the Dream Tour, February the 8th through February the 12th, we will be in Los Angeles, California. We will be staying on Long Beach for Super Bowl 61. We are doing a week of shows from Radio Row at Super Bowl 61.
Wow. All right.
Your leave will have reset by then, so you can come do that whole week.
Yes.
Poor Tank has to take time off to come do these things.
Yes. But it's well worth it because I love football, and I know you guys do too. And to be able to do all of these things is more than I ever expected to have out of this little old radio venture of ours. And we could not do it without Ingles Supermarkets. Clarissa sells WNC.com. Parks Ford of Hendersonville for the mobile studio that's going to get us to many of the games. And also Appalachian Motor Coach for the ones that we don't take the truck. Hell, even some that we do take the truck to. The Motor Coach will be going along with us as well. The 2026-27 Ingles Living the Dream Tour. I told you not to do this, but you did it anyway.
What did I do?
And I'm glad you did too much. You always do too much. And
well, the funny thing is you've only seen half of it.
I know. We only have the first and the last quarters of it. There's still 2 months of football or 3 months of football in between all of this that will still be taken in, and we'll be taking you along on the ride with us as well. Just follow us on all the social medias. As Jeremy said, we're going to be doing live shows from the road all over the place. And we're excited to share this, our little dream with you, because it is exactly as it says. Just living the dream. Two dumb sports fans going to as much stuff as possible.
Do I get to do a tease here?
Sure.
Wait till you see the first 2 weeks of November. You remember how we did 5 games in 5 days?
Oh, dear. How's it going to kill me?
That's a Tonka toy compared to the first 2 weeks of November.
Oh, my gosh.
I'll put it this way. There's a 9 involved, if that tells you anything.
If any business owners out there want to help us make all of this stuff happen, you can absolutely hit Jeremy up, and he'll tell you how you can put your name on this.
Jeremy's a creative, I can find a lot of ways.
$1 billion adventure that we're going to get ready to have.
I always love when the subject of money comes up because I'm pretty sure Tank doesn't even know the PIN number to our bank card. It's like we have money in that account, and I hope they don't ask me for a number because I don't know it. How many times can I hit the green button and it still work?
You just always hit credit, and they won't ask you for the PIN number. And even if it does ask you for the PIN number, you just look at them and go, "Oh, that was supposed to be. You're supposed to run that as credit." I don't. As long as the name's on the card, all is fine. All is fine.
So Trey, through a half of a schedule release, is it as insane as you thought it would be?
I mean, I feel like that's most people's full schedule release. So that's a lot.
It's a lot. We really like taking people behind the scenes and showing them things that we're not supposed to. Because that's the funny thing is how many times that we will go to stadiums or we'll go whatever the case may be, and media relations or whatever will say, well, just don't do this. And Tank and I look at each other and go, that's the first thing we're going to do. You shouldn't have said that because now it's all I want to do.
It is very tempting. We're rebellious to the core. Trey, do we still have a caller?
We do.
We do. All right. Let's head over to the phone line, 864-240-5480, 864-240-5480. Give us a call at the call-in line here on 104.9 FM, Fox Sports Upstate. Caller, who's this?
Trey, Tank, Jeremy, what's going on?
What's up, brother? What's up, Chad?
Oh, man, I don't know. You know, it's been 10 years since old Romo played. My God, he's still getting blitzed.
That's points. Brilliant.
Funny thing is he actually handled the blitz worse now than he did when he was playing for the Cowboys.
Milwaukee or somewhere.
Say that again, buddy.
Did y'all see that where he got him a Dewey up in Milwaukee?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the deal with old my crush, old Sophie Cunningham, and what's her name, Brittany Greer? They've been kind of battling about I don't know, these transgenders in women's sports or something. I don't know. I heard something about it.
There are certain words that I hear where I go, yep, I'm out of that one. I can read the headline and I go, nope. I live by a very simple philosophy of self-preservation. I have an opinion. You'll never know it, but I have one.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm just fishing for that one, so you could tell it. But anyway, what happened in Panther camp today, man? We got any good news? I mean, I heard about the injuries yesterday, but what about today, man? Has there been anything good come out of camp?
I'm living by the no news is good news. We made it through the day. There were no tweets. There were no we got to enjoy the upgrade. Roger Goodell was in town last night. Sounds like if you're looking for good information out of Charlotte, it is looking pretty good that the 2029 NFL draft's going to be in Charlotte. If not 29, then 2030.
That'd be awesome. I'll go check that out, man. That'll be fun to see.
Chad, I can tell you, as somebody that's been to the last three, there is the craziest part about the draft is that it's a completely different event every time you go in every different city because it's so wildly different, and Charlotte is perfectly built for it. The reason Charlotte won't get a Super Bowl, at least right now, is they don't have enough hotel rooms. After the Jacksonville debacle where they had to bring in a cruise ship to let media guys sleep out in the bay, we're not doing that again. If you don't have 140% of the hotel rooms they think you need, you will not get a Super Bowl. The draft is wildly different because people come from everywhere, and you get a lot of people that live in Charlotte that would come to a draft. The Super Bowl, you don't tend to get a ton of people that come from the city that it's actually in. It's probably less than 2% of people are from the city where it's held. The draft is a different ballgame, and it is. I would love for us to be able to host a draft in Charlotte.
I'd like to go. Man, I'd just like to boo Goodell one good time, man. I actually like Goodell, but I mean, they boo him every year. I think it'd just be fun to get up there and boo him.
I think he enjoys it.
I think he's a pretty good commissioner, man. The dude's got a hard job. He's trying to keep 31 billionaires happy, and that's hard to do.
The thing about Roger Goodell is Roger Goodell's job is to drive the fanciest car in the world, faster than anyone has ever driven a car, without ever accidentally hitting a guardrail anywhere, because he knows if I hit a guardrail, I'm going to die. He has scraped them a couple times, but he finds a way to get that car off the rails, and you forget about that thing that you were upset about, and we keep on trucking. I agree with you. I think he's fantastic. Watching Adam Silver, it could be so much worse. Adam Silver, I swear to you, bet on the bankruptcy of the NBA and has been trying to do it without us noticing it for about 10 years now.
Did you see maybe Brady ever being commissioner after Goodell retires and all? Did you see maybe putting him in that place?
No.
I think Brady's going to be a team owner. And I will say this. Has anybody but me noticed that Tom Brady's looking more and more like a James Bond villain by the day? Like, every time I see him, he looks like he should be petting a big, fluffy white cat. Because now he's wearing sunglasses inside. He's smacking Logan Paul. He's dating girls that are like half his age.
Yeah, was that AI or did he really smack?
Oh, no, he really smacked Logan Paul.
Was it a bit, or did he mean it, or what was it?
We kind of think it's a WWE play for some event that's coming up. I can't put my finger on which one it is. I mean, the WrestleMania was just in Vegas, so this would have made total sense for that.
Yeah, that'd be funny to see Brady out there in the wrestling ring, get body slammed a few times. I wouldn't be mad at it.
I would be curious how many bumps he would be willing to take. That's one of those, I'll let you slam me once. The rest of it, let me clothesline you and be done with it, and then we just get out of here. I mean, I don't see like Tom Brady being, Pat McAfee. Like, I remember the first time seeing Pat McAfee get out there and actually wrestle, and he's doing moonsaults, and I mean, he was all in it.
Yeah.
I don't see Tom Brady doing that.
Nah. I kind of halfway thought he might try to go out for that flag football Olympic team and get him a gold medal on top of all of the other stuff he's won.
You got to run too much.
In flag football, as a quarterback, you barely ever run. Tom Brady would be a dart in flag football.
I don't feel like that's true.
Well, you can't run out of the pocket.
The NFL lost.
Do what?
Did we already try that? And the NFL lost. They went up against the pro flag football guys.
Yeah, I think we did.
Oh, and the pro flag guys won.
I mean, it wasn't like a rollover and lose like most people thought it would be. You're like, oh, well, these guys, the NFL players, like they're obviously going to win this.
It's a little bit of a different game.
I'm going to check that out on YouTube. Or
got 1 minute.
Yeah. All right, we got to run here. We got to call it good for the week. We appreciate the phone call as always, brother.
All right, Trey, Jeremy, Tank, man, we'll be tuned in like always. We enjoy the show.
Absolutely, we appreciate it, and we will see you back here same time on Monday. Last chance to get tickets to go see Shinedown Sunday at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte. We've got pairs of tickets available. Shinedown, Coheed and Cambria, Skillet, and From Ashes to New. Spectrum Center on Sunday night. Call right now, 864-240-5480, 864-240-5480. That'll do it for us here in the Sportsocracy. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene. Jeremy, have a great weekend, my friend.
You as well. I hope that the children, hopefully I can learn them a thing or two. I'm going to say I doubt it, but I'm going to try, and we hope we don't scare them.
Good deal. We'll see you back here on Monday at 5 on 104.9 FM, Fox Sports Upstate.
Weather.
This is WYFF News 4 Chief Meteorologist Chris Justice with your forecast. Rain continues off and on into the overnight hours. We'll drop down to 68 degrees, up to the low to mid 80s as we go into Saturday with the showers trying.
All righty. Yes, sir.
Yes.